Hey guys, it's me. Brix by Mind here. Oh, I didn't post this. Oops. What's going on, guys? Weird setup today. I got my laptop right here so I can read the chat. I've got the camera right here in front of me. I got Seabound sets right here, microphone right here, so I'm like doing a full 360 spin to be able to do anything. But we're here. We're live. I finally have the Seabound sets in my possession like a month late. And that's what's going on. So, lesson learned: never buy from a German Lego from a German retail site. I mean, I don't know if it's the I don't think the nationality has anything to do with it. Well, German customs, I could say, but that's not the retailer's fault. That's the German customs' fault. But yeah, it does it look brighter? Yes, it's very bright. The camera is in my light box, so it is probably very bright. So this is just the lighting setup I got going on right now. Why is the screen blue? Because the camera is inside my light box, and you have blue light shining down in front of me into my face. Like I could bring the warm lamps over here, but I love you, mine, but sweet Jesus, you are blue right now. Let's see. Can I put any filters on this in OBS? Color key. Does this fix it? Key. No, not color key. Color correction. This is what I want. Hue shift. Is that better, guys? Does that look more like me? Does that look more correct? I mean, that's a little less blue. That's just red instead. Oh, that makes me bright. Or less bright? Contrast? Nope. Ooh, look at that. Anybody know the setting in OBS to make me less blue? Because I don't know it. Let me actually open up chat. I haven't been reading it. I'm orange. Okay, you know what? You guys are rude. Yeah, I don't know how to change the color. I hope you guys don't mind me being a little blue for this stream. I'm not keeping contrast on. Mine with the glasses. I wear them occasionally. Technically, I need them, but like, COVID has made it so I never wear them because I can't wear them with my mask. But I try to wear them more because I think I look better in them, and also it's nice to be able to see sometimes. So. Anyway, let's open this set. I'm gonna be starting with the, Water Dragon because I like the set. It comes with Zane. Zane's my favorite ninja. It comes with Energy Nia, who's probably one of my favorite figures in this wave. It comes with Kalmar. And it comes with two Hydro Whippers, who I still don't have a Hydro Whipper, so I'm very excited to get one of these men in hand. I've been waiting for these for forever. Mind, tell me what's on your mind. The lack of having a, ultrasonic raider is on my mind. Alright. Look at that. Look at all that. Oh, 56 viewers. Not bad, not bad, guys. Okay, so we got instructions. We got stickers. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Energy Nia's in bag 2. That's very exciting. Hydro Whipper in bag 1. Let's go. Okay. You guys can all leave. We just need bag 1 out right now. What's your favorite Seabound set just by looking at it? It might be this one. I like the temple for the minifigures. I like the build of the Hydro Bounty, but this one's probably my favorite just by looks of the Seabound sets. What's in the Legacy Kai box? I will be posting an unboxing of that tomorrow. Yeah, all that stuff's on the floor right now. I did already unbox it, but stay tuned tomorrow. It's not super exciting, but there's some interesting stuff. Oh no, Kalmar's here. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, it's my first Hydro Whipper moment. It's my first Hydro Whipper moment, okay? This is so exciting. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this for forever. Oh my god. Holy crap, he's such a good boy. I love him so much. Look at him, guys. Oh, he's so good. What a wonderful, wonderful man. Oh, I want to be his best friend. Oh, I love him so much. What a goofy little guy. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, and now I should open up the instructions. Wait, microphone's getting in the way of the instructions. My light box is not big enough for all of this, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. Alright. Alright, so Hydro Whipper also needs his little flippers. Hydro flippers? Okay. What a good guy. Hydro Whipper is such a nice young man. Alright, and then now we have Zane. This is my first time building one of the scuba suits as well, and the... Wow, the scuba attachment is really funky. Huh. Okay. Zane, where are your legs? There they are. Yeah, this is a really funky attachment. Put that on like that. Zane's head goes on there. I actually like this figure. This is pretty cool. Got Hydro Flippers in the chat. Is Hydro Whipper polite? He is very kind and polite, yes. Yes, he's a very, very nice friend. Oh my god, I'm so happy he's real. Hydro was objectively the best figure of the year. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Man, when those guys were revealed, you don't know how excited I got, because, like, oh man, like, Pyro Whipper's been such a meme in my, like, it's been such a meme on this page for the past year or so. It was a meme on my Instagram before it was a meme here, and man, like, the fact that they made the entire army of villains just like more Pyro Whipper type characters is, I lost it. Like, it was so exciting, and oh my god, I love this, man. I'm so excited to get all the different ones that come in the sets, and by different I mean all exactly the same except for Glutinous, but the Dragon Hill in black's pretty cool too. We need a new Zane face. He looks angry too much. Thank you for saying that 3 times. I appreciate that. Well, no, Matthew is busy working at the moment. And Emma is not going to be here either because she's got a doctor's appointment today. She might be getting contacts. So is Henry's in the chat, right? Henry, do you have mod on? Okay, Henry, I just made you mod because I just realized that we have no mods here, and you're mod on like my other pages, so. I know this is LEGO, but what do you think of the new Smash character? It's a pretty cool moveset, but I wish it was a cooler third-party character. I'm fine with him. I didn't watch the presentation because he's not a character I care too much about, but I don't mind him in Smash. I'm not a fan of Tekken, but I'm also not too much of a gamer. I got Minecraft Steve. He's the only character I really wanted, so any other character, as long as it's not from Fire Emblem, I'm happy. So I'm cool with Kazuya, or whatever the character's name. Yeah, I'm cool with him. Nothing I'm all too excited about, but yeah. Cannot believe what happened to you. I'm so sorry, man. The horror stories I've been hearing. Hey, Ash and Flash, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's been a little rough. Yeah, so the JB Spiel Warren said they would ship by June 2nd, and then they didn't ship until June 9th, and then it got caught up in German customs for like 2 weeks, and then it was in US customs for about a week, and then it arrived at my house today, and a set was missing. So, but luckily, JB Spielman was actually quick to reply today, unlike when I was waiting for them to send me my sets and they didn't reply for a week. They replied immediately to me today, and they agreed to give me a refund for the set as well as the shipping. And then I ordered the set from Zavvi, so hopefully it comes a little bit sooner. But yeah, I will not be ordering from them again. hello, Brickslash. Turtle Derp, I think just people don't care as much about Smash anymore. Like, I know, like, the first Fighters Pass, I watched every reveal, even, like, Byleth, even though I don't care about Byleth. Smash just isn't as big of a deal anymore. Like, I still like new characters and whatnot, but it isn't, like, the brand new game anymore, so I don't think as many people are, like, tuning into every presentation and whatnot. Still waiting on them to respond to me? Yikes. Yeah, I have a friend who... His products have been in the US for I think like a month now, and they just have not arrived at all from them. So yeah, they were cool. I don't want to just completely trash talk them though. They were very cool to me in DMs today. They were like perfectly cool with the refund when I asked for it, and they said they appreciate the feedback because even negative feedback is helpful, and in the future they're going to try to ship out US orders first because they know they take longer to arrive. But even still, I probably will not be ordering from them again because, you know, you know how it is. I'd rather just wait for, because if I ordered from Zavvy, I probably would have had these 2 weeks ago. Will you play Smash with viewers on Twitch? That would be fun to do sometime. I would love to do more viewer stuff, specifically like member stuff. With the members Discord. See, my plan, this has thrown my entire summer out of whack too, because my plan was like, okay, I'm going to get the Ninjago sets, I'm going to grind to review them, and then I'm going to work on other content on the channel, but like, I had no idea when these were arriving, so like, I couldn't start any huge projects, because I knew this was going to be a big release for me, though, at this point, like, I'm not going to rush to get these reviews out, because like, I don't think getting them all out in one day is going to get me any more views than getting them out, like, over the course of 2 weeks, but I was hoping they'd be here, like, early, like June or like late May, so clearly that did not happen. Did they include that 2021 Nia? Yes, that's in the mystery box that came in the unboxing, which I'll do that wasn't the only thing in the box, but I'll be doing an unboxing of that tomorrow so that I can at least get some content out of out of this shipping debacle. What set are you currently building? I am building the Water Dragon, the Ninjago Water Dragon. Mine, should I become a Twitch subscriber? Get more Hydro Whippers. Get more Hydro Whippers. You're already a YouTube member. That's you're throwing me enough money. Suntan. Hydro Whipper is Hydro Whipper's worth it. Mine, check out the new fighter in Smash. Yeah, obviously I know who he is. I watched the reveal trailer, but I have not played as him in game. No. Honestly, I haven't played as, like, since Minecraft Steve, I haven't really cared about any of the fighters. I haven't really played as any of them, Sephiroth or, the women. What are they? I don't remember those characters' names. The anime women. That have, very big personalities to them. Mike, can you do the LEGO Mario thing I told you to do? I do not have the Pride set down here with me. I do have Mario, though, so, we've got... I also have things off to the side I can't show you guys, but... LEGO Mario time! He's just gonna sit here in the, in Zane's thing. WB Gaming, I have not heard of that, and I don't think that's real. Because if that was a real set, I feel like it would be more widespread. That's probably fake. Pyro and Mithra, yes. Goodbye, Mario. Why did I get Mario? Oh, Henry, what are you making me do? Do you ever watch anime? Nope. I don't have anything against it. It's just, I've never had one that's drawn me to it. Unless you count Pokemon, which I know anime fans would not count Pokemon, but I watched Pokemon as a kid. But nah, I'm a very big fan of animation, but I've just never had an anime that's caught my eye, so it's not something I frequent. I don't understand people who are like, oh, I love anime, when like, it's just an art style. Like, I love... Like, it's just an art style for animation. I don't really get, like, I don't know, like, I'm not saying, like, there's lots of quality anime, I'm sure, but, like, it's a bit strange to just say, like, oh, I feel like I like animation is better, like, yeah, I don't know. Only anime I watch is Ninjago, true. Watch Cowboy Bebop. It's a perfect gateway anime. I'll probably watch something anime at some point, but I'm not like in desperate need of new media to watch. Any cartoons lately? What cartoons have I watched lately? The best show ever is BoJack Horseman, and that's all you need to know. That's like, that's my favorite show of all time, my favorite animated show, my favorite show in general. It's animation to its peak. It uses animation as a form of storytelling so well. Not for kids, for the record. If anyone here is young, not for kids at all, but it is the best show ever made. The shows in general you've been watching. Emma and I just finished watching Community. Oh, animation I've been watching recently. I've been watching the newest season of Rick and Morty, which, fingers crossed, seems better than season 4. And season 4 was not very good, so, yeah. How do you feel about Nia's sacrifice? It made me cry. Nia mouthing the words, "I love you" to Jay, and then just hopping into the water, that made me cry. I sobbed like an idiot, and I don't cry to media very often, but dang it, I love these little ninjas, and they make me cry. Community's great. It definitely goes downhill as the show goes on. I don't get, like, I know Dan Harmon wasn't there for season 4, but, like, I didn't think season 4 was that bad. It wasn't as good as seasons 1 through 3, but I think 4 is better than 5 and 6. Like, 5 and 6 just don't really feel like the same show anymore. Well, like, 4 is a significant drop in quality, but it still feels like the same show, if that makes any sense. Have I gone to Morty's yet? No, I have not gone to Morty's. Mine, when will there be a Ninjago meme review? I don't know. I might film one this week, maybe. Possibly. I will promise you sometime, there will be at least one episode sometime in July. I cannot tell you when. But there will be another episode at some point. At the very least, just look at Henry's memes, because I know he's been posting there. Is Monkey Kid considered an anime? No, because it doesn't anime have to be Japanese animation, and isn't Monkey Kid made in China? OKWB Gaming, thank you for that. First time I cried at any piece of media since Hermes' death was because of an anime. Wow. Yeah, no, like, I'm not like one of those guys that's like, anime is weird. Like, no, I'm perfectly cool with anime. It's just, like, something BoJack Horseman, I heard about that show, and then I watched it, because the idea was interesting to me. There has not been an anime that someone's, like, recommended to me that I've been like, oh, that's really interesting, I want to check it out. But if that happens, of course I'll watch it. I'm not one of those people who's, like, because it is just an art style, and I like animation, so why would I be against watching animation in this specific art style? Like, I'm cool with it, it's just not something I've done. Thanks, Mine. Seeing you use a brick separator like that to apply stickers, and made me realize how to apply them as well. Now a lot of things have sense. That's not the official way to apply stickers. I don't remember where I heard about that, but that's where I always do, so that, like, my fingers don't, like, mess up the stickiness. I just use the brick separator, and that way it's easier to line up, too. Watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's another thing with anime is a lot of them are incredibly long, and I don't have the time in my life right now to watch, like, 500 episode shows anymore. Like, guylego, my dad's like that. My dad does not like animation at all, and I just don't get that. Like, animation is so much more fun than live action, because you can suspend your disbelief a lot more in animation than you can in live action. Like, I would be cool if every show was animated, but especially something like BoJack. Like, the animation in that allows them to tackle more serious topics while also still being, like, because I think BoJack would be a lot more sad if the main character wasn't a horse. Like, just watching the show, it would be a lot more depressing to watch if the character wasn't a horse. But the whole animal thing allows you to, like, there's an air of comedy to it while also tackling very dark topics, and I absolutely love that. I am not watching Naruto's 500 plus episodes. Anyone watch the new Loki episode yet? I did. Matthew and I talked about it, not on the podcast. We talked about it after the podcast. Let's go, guys! I'm about finished with bag 1, and I have pieces left over, so where did I forget to put them? Guys ever do this, where you get to the end of the bag, and you're like, wait, where do these parts go? Happens to me on a very frequent basis. Bro, what's going on here? Aha! Oh, wait, what? Bruh. Okay, I gotta rip this entire thing apart. That's very cool. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay. Did you not get your sets from LAN? Nope. Because they had a system error, and they forgot to send out the sets. They wanted to, but apparently they just had a system error and did not send them out, so that means I had to order them from a third-party source instead. Which, like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm so mad, because I know that, like, LAN is very much a privilege, and they have sent me many other great things for free, so I'm not going to complain that I didn't get one, but I wasn't upset when I thought they just weren't sending the sets out. I am a little upset knowing that they wanted to send them and an error got in the way. That is a little bit upsetting. I actually have heard about JoJo, and I like if that wasn't so long, I would consider watching something like that, but it is really long, isn't it? Like anime, like so many animes just seem like such an investment, and I don't know. Did you see NinPogGo's minifigure series of channel members? Yes, I did. Or at least I've seen the ones he's posted on Instagram. I'm not sure if he has any outside of that, but I've seen his Instagram ones, and they were very, very cool. I love them. I like the Watham one's probably my favorite so far. I am very excited for the Fire Dragon attack. That I wasn't too into that set at first, but the more I see pictures of it, like, wow, it's so cool looking. Like, genuinely, I'm excited to see what that looks like, having it built up. Okay, I fixed Zane's vehicle. Also, the new amulet's really nice looking. I love, like, the milky, like, sparkly blue color. That's really nice. Love that. Alright, bag 2, including Energy Nia. Money on question, I want to buy Season 15 set. Where should I buy them? I live in USA, by the way. Listen, I mean, I've only ordered them from one place, and you guys saw how that went, but Zavvi, I've heard good things about. It may take them a little while to get here, but Zavvi, I think, is reliable, at least. Michael Brix, really? That's yeah, they said when I messaged them, I was like, hey, I want a refund for the one set. They're like, hi, we're looking into faster shipping so we can get a replacement to you as quickly as possible. And I was like, no, I would rather just have my refund, actually. Like, wow, yeah. Mine, have you been on the subreddit? Not in a moment, but I will be back sometime this month to check out what's going on over there. But yeah, if you guys are looking into ordering, I can't speak from personal experience, but from what I've seen from others, Zavvi is probably your best bet. Zavvi. I like the glasses. Thank you. I've worn them in a couple podcasts. I think I wore them in the Grumpy Cat podcast. Here, question for the chat. When you guys are building, what do you do with the empty plastic bags? Like, where do you put them while you're building? Because right now I'm just throwing them on the floor, and then I'm just going to clean up my mess when the stream is over. Curious what other people do, though. Alright, it's Energy Nia time. Wow. Whoa, the torso on this figure is killer. I love the shiny bit. I didn't realize that was there. Yeah, I called them out and they were like, you should have talked to us. Yeah, they didn't respond to me for a week when I was wondering about my set shipping, and then, yeah, they finally arrived today, and then one set was missing. They were very nice to me in DMs today, though, at least. I will give them that. Shove them in the trash can next to my desk, I throw them in my paper bin, recycle them, I stuff them all into a previous bag. That's based. I put them in a KFC bucket, I use as a bin, put them in the box. The box is something I do a lot of the time, but when I get like large hauls like this, I tend to like build multiple sets at once, and then like the boxes get full. So like I'll start by putting them in the box, and then they'll eventually just move to the floor. Holy crap! This figure is so much better than I expected. Like I thought it looked good, but wow, the detail on Nia's face is crazy. Guys, I don't know if you know, but Generic Stud is cancelled. Go to my Twitter to find out why. He liked one of my posts, which is just not cool, man. Dude, this might be the best figure of the year. This is an amazing minifigure. Oh my goodness. Do you have the Ninja Sub Speeder? Yep, it's in a box on the floor next to me. I haven't built it yet, but oh, it comes with Power Blast pieces too. I've tried to avoid looking at things about these sets because I like to be surprised, so I haven't like stared at them on Lego.com. Wow, yeah, this figure is absolutely killer. I love it. Kind of frustrating to see how much wasteful plastic comes in sets. Well, they're supposed to be doing paper bags at some point, right? Do you like Bentho more? Yeah, Bentho's cool. There's like 5 or 6 layers of printing on Energy Nia. Yeah, and the best part is it's all colored correctly. You don't use Twitter? My tweets are so good. I am the best Twitter user alive. Yeah, if anyone who doesn't have Twitter and wants to know the Generic Stud thing, someone comment. I have a review of Jay's 4 Plus Electromech on my on my Instagram, and somebody commented on it and said, why did Generic Stud like this? So I screenshot the comment and said, @GenericStud, care to explain yourself? And then we were joking around that he was being canceled for it, but Generic Stud's a cool guy. Do I like Kalmar? Yeah, he's a very good villain. Very similar to Pythor, but that's not a bad thing. God, this figure is so good! What the heck? This looks amazing! Oh my god! This is so much better in person than what I've seen in photos. Holy crap. This is one of my favorite minifigures of the year. Oh my goodness. Wow. Mind, how dare you say you're the best Twitter user and Barney Callahan Zero post bangers all day? True! True. I guess I should step aside and let you have your throne, huh? Only thing I don't like about Angelina is both of her arms are not transparent. I can see that, but it's also like, I think you can replace it with your own transparent blue arm. I think we're having a discussion about YouTubers in the chat, and I don't know many of them. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers. I do know Generic Stud, though. He's cool. We have banter on Twitter occasionally. We're buds. Yeah, I highly recommend you guys pick up Energy Nia if you're not planning on getting any sets with her. I think it's like a 95% chance she comes in a magazine this year, but, so you guys might want to wait till that if you guys are planning to get her, but, yeah, that's a killer minifigure. You prefer season 1 or 2 of Monkey Kid? 2, probably. I like how it keeps like the goofy fun while also being more story oriented. Human Zane or Titanium Zane? I would go with Human Zane. I think Titanium Zane was cool for a time, but I'm a bit tired of it now. Also, the Human Zane is printed better in sets, so I'm tired of the Titanium Zane face. I know of Spit Bricks. I don't interact with him. He's not my favorite type of content on YouTube, but I don't know him personally. Generic said I'd be down to have on the podcast. He'd be cool. He seems like he's a very fun content creator, I feel like. Lots of, I don't know, I just get a good energy from him. He doesn't seem like he's just in it for the money or whatever. He just seems like he's very passionate about what he talks about, and I think that's very cool. Is Albrecht Studio still around? I haven't checked up on him in months. Favorite season in Ninjago? Ooh. This, like, I'm not sure. For years, so favorite is probably Tournament of Elements. Best, in my opinion, is Sons of Garmadon. But Seabound might replace one or both of those titles for me, and I'm not sure. I need to rewatch it. What do you mean with generic stuff being canceled? It was just a joke on Twitter. We're buds. It was we were joking around. If you want to go to my Twitter and see, but he's not actually canceled. We were joking around with each other. When are you gonna make reviews of the account Spitbricks backup? Legitimately, like 2 winters ago, Matthew and I were talking. Like the year before I joined LAN, Matthew and I were talking, and we are like, we should make a LEGO review channel together. And I think we went as far as to make the channel, but we never actually posted anything. And I kept joking to Matt that the channel should be called Spitbricks Backup, and he was like, no. But it was very funny. It's sad to see how many people hate SOG just because of the redesigns. I see a lot less of that nowadays. I think a lot of people, like, I think SOG is widely regarded as the best season. What is one of the goals you want to make this year? I want to make more scripted content. I really enjoyed my LegoCon video, and I have other subjects I want to make like that. I also want to try to find a way to, like, vary my reviews, because, like, I can make reviews as good as the next YouTuber. Like, I'm not Jang, where I can just, like, review whatever and, like, be the best, but I feel like my reviews are decent. But I wanted to see if I could find a way to make my reviews more interesting, so that, like, it's not just a showcase of the set. You're coming to the review to see me and also the set, so that, like, if it's a review of a set you've already seen reviewed, you'll still be interested in watching it. Because I definitely feel like, oh, it's obvious that new set reviews get way more views than, like, older sets. So I want to try to find a way to, like, spice up my content so that older set reviews are still something interesting to watch. What are your favorite ninja suits? SOG is one of my favorites. Skybound. Island I really like. Are the SOG sets bad? Because I see reviews of people trashing on it. I don't get that. I love the SOG sets. They're not, like, spectacular, but, like, the Kai Boat's one of my favorite sets of all time. The Temple's one of Ninjago's weaker temples, but it's still a solid build. Like, it's not bad. It's just not exceptional. The Kilo bike isn't amazing, but it's a big fig bike. The Samurai X mech is cool. I love the Zane Streetway race. The Lloyd car is good. And the SOG headquarters is a fun playset. So I'd say the sets are overall fairly good. I don't understand the hate. I'm working Ninjago retrospectives. That is coming, actually. We announced that on our 10th our 1 year anniversary podcast. I'm not sure when we're starting it, because we both have a lot of stuff going on in our life, but sometime in July, because Emma and I are going on vacation this month. So I'm not sure. We might want to wait to start it until we get back from Emma and I get back from vacation, so that we don't have to take a week off. But we are going to be going through every single season and, like, looking back at it and just talking about it, Matthew and I. What was your very first Ninjago set? It was the, what's it called? The J and Fractal Spinners from 2011. I pre-ordered it. Yeah, that's a story I think I've told in old Q&As, but I guess I could tell it again because it's been a while. The J and Fractal Spinners. So when I was, what, 8 years old, turning 9? Is that really how young I was? Holy crap. Yeah, when I was, because, yeah, it was 20, that was 10 years ago. I'm 19, I turned 19, yeah, so I was 8 years old turning 9. I wanted to have a Lego themed birthday party, and I wanted to have party favors where, like, every kid got a Lego thing. And we were like, okay, how are we going to accomplish this? And we were looking on Lego's website, and we saw that there were pre-orders available for this new theme called Ninjago. And there was this game you could play with them where you have spinners and you fight each other. So what my mom did is she bought a Ninjago spinner for every kid at the party. There was only 5 of us, as well as the starter set of Jay and Fractal with the arena. So the spinner I picked out for myself was Zane. That's why he's my favorite ninja still to this day. But my mom said I couldn't open that one until my birthday party came around when everybody else got theirs. But she said I could open the starter set ahead of time so that I could have the arena built by the time everyone got there. So Jay and Fractal was the first like actual Ninjago set I opened up. Mind you, get into Bionicle lore. Oh yeah. If you guys missed the Mind and Emma stream last week, I got my Bionicles out and showed them to everybody, and Henry thought they were really cool, so should I just make a YouTube video just called, like, My Bionicles? Do your bricks by mine? Will you be reviewing the Seabound sets? And if so, which one will you review first? Yes, I will. That's what I'm building right now is the Seabound sets. I just got them today. And which one I'll review first? That's up to the viewers. Whatever one they want to see reviewed first. Probably be filming my first review of them tonight, so... Your reviews are my favorite because I like how you talk about pricing and take the value in consideration, put your personality center stage rather than making the set the focus. I appreciate that. That's very kind. Yeah, I don't know. So I try to, like, I still, like, while I try to be like that, I don't feel like that's, I want to try to bring more fun into the reviews as well, because while I think, I am proud of my reviews, I think they're quality in terms of, like, showing off the set and whether or not they're worth it, but I want to try to make them more entertaining, too. Like, I was thinking the other day, I want to see if, like, because I'm thinking about, like, because I do watch some gaming content on YouTube, and people like Video Game Donkey and Scott the Woz, like, I will watch their videos no matter what they're talking about. Like, it could be some, because I'm not a huge video game person, like, I don't play a ton of games, so a lot of times they talk about games or review games that I have no interest in, but because of their personality, I always come to their videos, and I feel like they do a good job of managing humor and also giving an accurate review of whatever they're talking about. And I would like to do that with LEGO in some way, but it's a weird transition to do that, and it's just like, where do I start, right? Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I would love to do videos like them, but about LEGO rather than video games. Favorite set I have. Favorite set, Firefang from Ninjago Season 11. I appreciate your perspective viewing the sets of how you would have had them as a kid. Yeah, I think that's always interesting, because I don't know, I feel like I can be cynical, people can be cynical a lot about play features, stud shooters and whatnot, but I think, like, I just think back to when I was a kid, because that's I feel like another perspective I have is, much love to all the other LEGO YouTubers, but I feel like a lot of them, they got so big because they started by reviewing a lot of sets because they did have a lot of money growing up, so not like super rich, but they had enough money to afford as many sets as they wanted, so like they got their start from like their variety of content. So I feel like a lot of the bigger YouTubers don't care as much about value as some others because they've never really had to like be the kid who like has to pick out like one set over $100 to get all year long, like, because that was me a lot of the time. Not that, we wouldn't clarify, I wasn't poor, but like, I mean, if you saw my collection video, I clearly wasn't poor, but it wasn't like I could just go, Mom, I want this $120 set, and she was just like, okay, like, a $120 set or something was like a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, or I would have to save my money for 6 months to get that, right? So I try to like put that into perspective too, is like, if I was a kid, would I think this was worth it, right? 10-hour LEGO Rock Band retrospective. Hi, Jack. I was looking into... So, TT Games has these things they give out to their employees where every time a LEGO game's completed, all their employees get, like, a vinyl brick that has a minifigure trapped inside that just says, like, completed game on whatever date, etc. And they exist from LEGO... They exist for LEGO Rock Band, and the minifigures in there, I believe, are exclusive and don't come in any other set. Because there was never LEGO Rock Band sets, so you can get these vinyl cubes with like a LEGO Rock Band minifigures inside, and they're super cool looking, and they're like $500. Jang is the best reviewer. Like, there's no doubt about that. I've said it before, the greatest thing a reviewer can aspire to be is the second best reviewer after Jang. Thoughts on Ninjago sets including hidden weapon compartments. I love them because those are my favorite play features as a kid. Yes, exactly. Like, I didn't have a million sets where I could just grab a sword from whatever. I only had so many weapons or whatnot. So when I was playing with a set, I would love to have a place to, like, put my sword away when I put the ninja in the vehicle or whatever, so that I could like get it again later. Like, I remember loving as a kid in the Fangpire truck set that came with the Zane motorbike. I loved how the shurikens of ice attached to the motorbike as the handles, so that, because, like, obviously in lore, the shurikens transform into the motorbike, so I remember, like, playing and just, like, loving that I could keep them right there so I wouldn't lose them when I had the shurikens away, because obviously I wouldn't have Zane holding them while riding the motorbike, because that wouldn't make any sense. Have you ever played any LEGO games from before TD got the rights, like LEGO Island, LEGO Racers, etc.? I played some PC game years ago, but I don't remember the name of it. It came in like a 4-package bundle with the Galador game. I think LEGO Racers was in the bundle, but I never actually played it, but there's one game I really liked from that. Yeah. I always watch reviews, even if I've already saw other YouTubers reviewing it first. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate. I know there's obviously people who do that because I review like year-old sets and it gets like 1,000 views or something. But I definitely feel like I don't know. I feel like I could improve my content so that more people would come to those, because like 1,000 views is cool, but I know it could be more, and like I don't know, I want to be more of a draw myself. What's your favorite set, Seabound? I don't know yet. I'm building them for the first time now. So we will see. Wait, we got role players in the chat? Oh no. Hate to break you, but the Rock Band trophy bricks are just city minifigures with pirate torsos. But I'm pretty sure they have Exoforce hair. And I think that's really funny. I mean, yeah, I'm sure the figures could be recreated, but I think it's really cool how like that exact part combination does not come in any set. I watch all Bricks by Mind videos. Do you see how many comments I've left? Yes, I have. Well, I would expect a lot of the people who do watch the reviews regardless are the people who are members of the channel, but I don't know, I want to try to reach a wider audience. This is the water dragon, right? Yes, correct. Hey, Oswin. I had an idea years ago, like back in 2016, I wanted to make a YouTube channel, and I wanted to do, like, comedy-based LEGO reviews, like, and it's another thing, but it's like, I can't make the reviews too silly, because I am a part, not that Lan is against silliness, but, like, I don't know, I want to make sure my reviews are cohesive and show every part of the set, so... Do you think value is subjective? 100%. Like, listen, someone who has more income will care less about value than I do. And there's different things that people value more. Like, I know a lot of people think the Monkey Kid sets have great value, when I wholeheartedly disagree. The earlier waves. The new wave is actually pretty good. There is, like, objective forms of measuring value, like price per part, minifigure count, number of unique minifigures, etc., etc. But... It does come down to subjective measures. I think there's common traits that I think a lot of people could agree on that determine value, but yeah, it's, yeah. Do you think Lego's a bit pricey? It depends. A lot of themes are, a lot of themes aren't. I don't think Lego's as bad as people make it out to be. Like, I know there's the meme that, oh, Lego's so expensive nowadays, and for some sets that's true, for others not so much. What do you think about the brick separator? Is this a YouTube channel, or do you literally mean this piece right here? It's useful. I have like 300 of them. Henry, I love when people don't realize comments are irony. It is my favorite thing. Is this the first set? Yeah, this is the first set I'm building. I actually just wanted these 3 minifigures out, or Kalmar too, but I wanted to get these 3 guys out. Zane, Hydro Whipper, and Energy Nia, and they're all amazing figures. Holy crap. Flower Fruit Mountain is still the best value monkey could set just for the figures alone. What are your thoughts on Will Film animation? Water animation, peak. The lighting, really good. Fighting animation is not very good. I don't think Will Film was very good at animating action ever. It was at its best in SOG, but even that is nothing compared to Season 11 onward. I think there's a lot of positives of Wild Brain that people overlook. Looks like you're drinking hot sauce. Why? Because I have a red water bottle. I love that Nia. Yeah, it's an amazing minifigure. Like I just built it for the first time a few minutes ago, and I was blown away by it. Are you stream building all the sets? No, because I'll probably want to build like before I go to bed and stuff, and I don't want to be on stream 24 hours a day. But I will be streaming longer than usual today, probably. Might go to like 7 EST, which is 2.5 hours from now. So I'll probably get like a set and a half done at least. I hate that Nia, not based. I have a metallic blue version of that bottle as well. Guys, I can't do it right now. Never mind. I have a TikTok I want to make that's water bottle related. You guys will see it at some point. How many Ninjago sets do you own? Too many. I have so many Ninjago sets. Yeah, I think the water animation in Will Film got in Wild Brain got much better with seasons 14 and 15, or the Island and Seabound, whatever numbers we're assigning to them, because those are both water-based seasons in some sense. But season 11 water animation, like when Nia's using her powers, is a little rough. But go back and like watch Skybound and see specifically the scene when Jay and Nia are going to Dr. Julian's lighthouse. The water animation there is stellar. Like it's incredible. I remember watching that for the first time and be like, wow, this show's actually kind of beautiful. What sets will you be getting in August? That is a good question. Probably Lego Luigi will be day one. I have officially become based and Super Mario pilled. I was very critical of the theme at first, and now I kind of love it, and I want all of it. I'll probably be getting Bowser's Castle at some point, too. I may get some of the Star Wars sets on August 1st. Definitely, I think Luigi and Slave 1 are probably, like, my only 2 guaranteed buys. Also, my camera is dying. I should probably fix that. I like how Wild Brain uses smears because it gives us really funny frames. Yes, I agree. Smears not only look good and make for really fluid animation, but also does give us for funny frames. I feel like a lot of Ninjago fans don't understand what smear frames are, and they get really upset that, like, oh, this is an issue with the animation when it's clearly intentional to give, like, dynamic action. Like, you don't see the smear frames in the show. It just makes things look like they're moving quite quickly. And, yeah, smear frames are okay. They're not a bad thing. Okay. Sorry, I had to plug in my camera because it was dying, but now it's not. That's a Lego SpongeBob. I miss it. I had Lego SpongeBob sets as a kid. I made a stop-motion video as a kid of Lego SpongeBob. Lego SpongeBob is awesome, and I miss it a lot. Yeah, Johan, that's perfectly cool. As long as it's from a picture that's, like, officially out there, and track down my, like, personal account. Yeah, I don't care if you use my face as a profile picture. It's funny. I'd rather use my face on, like, one of my Instagram photos. Do you think LEGO will remake all the original Elemental Dragons? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think something like the Ice Dragon might happen, but Earth specifically, I think, is unlikely. Though I guess they have the Golden Dragon head, but I wouldn't be surprised at the Ice Dragon, though, because I feel like that's one of the most iconic 2011 sets, or 2012 sets. 2011 sets. Animations take lots of time. Smear frames help reduce the time. It also just feels like the animation's a lot more fluid, right? Like, I think it looks good. The animation, I mean, just look at the look at the Wilfilm fight animation versus the Wild Brain fight animation. The Wilfilm's fight animation is just that they just hit each other like this, while like the Wild Brain is just like a lot more dynamic. There's so much constant movement. It looks so good. Is Chen a good villain? Yes, I love Chen. He's not like the most deep or complex villain, but I think he's very, very fun. Do you agree that Wilfilm isn't better and isn't worse than Wild Brain? Yes, I think they both have strong points and weak points. I think in the end, as Wild Brain continues to improve their animation, they will probably be better, but at the moment, I think they both have positives. Will you be doing a brick separator giveaway? No. You think LEGO will make a Borg Tower set ever? I hope so. I feel like LEGO is slowly becoming aware of older fans of Ninjago and giving us more things for us. So I think something Borg Tower, it would probably be a D2C like Ninjago City. I think it would be very cool if it connected to Ninjago City, but it would be cool. Also, another thing that makes me think it might be coming is the fact that he wasn't in Ninjago City, and I feel like that would have been the perfect opportunity to include him. I think it's very possible, though. Favorite villain's probably Mora. Mora's pretty good. He's one of the best villains. My favorite villain for sure is Harumi. Kalmar's up there, Pythor's up there, Garmadon's up there, Moro's up there. Those are probably all my top ones. And I like Chen a lot. He's not my favorite because he's not the most complex, but he is a very fun villain, and I like fun villains. Guys, if you want to win a brick separator, you can enter my giveaway of the Ninjago Ultra Dragon set, and you can win a $85 retired set and a brick separator, because that set comes with one. Nautocon's very good, too. I made a villains tier list on my Instagram years ago. Just rating all the villains. I think the worst are like Cryptor, Kozu. Iron Baron's not amazing, but he's also not bad. If Ninjago went today, do you think it would still have a large fan base like Bionicle does? I think it would be very similar to Bionicle, where it's like niche groups of fans who grew up with it and kind of love it for what it was. Yeah, I think it might take time to develop that, because a lot of kids growing up today will remember Ninjago fondly, but I probably, yeah. What's the best mock you've ever made? My Warped Forest, because it's the only mock I've ever made. Like, I really have not made a proper mock since I was, like, a child, like, rebuilding sets, which, like, I don't even consider that a mock. That's just playing with LEGO. The only, like, thing I sat down, like, okay, I'm gonna make a mock was my Warped Forest, and it's cool. It's not, like, exceptional, but I'm proud of it. Chen is the smartest villain, based. That's kind of a base take, Henry. I like Chen because he's sort of like the Joker of the Ninjago universe. He's kind of Joker-brained, and I love that for him. Favorite Ninjago Wild Brain villain? Kalmar, for sure. Like, no doubt about that. Making a Fire Temple mock right now. Very cool. I have the original Fire Temple set. It's still mostly together on my shelf. Speaking of temples, I am so tempted to get the Frozen Ice Palace tomorrow. I'm going to the LEGO store, and I'm not planning on buying anything, but that set comes out, and it looks really good, and I love ice buildings, like anything ice-related, like... Yes, I'm building the Water Dragon. That is the set I am building. Who is the most evil villain? Most evil. Iron Baron's kind of a jerk. Like, there's nothing redeemable about that guy. He was just sort of sexist and a communist. Right? Like, that was his whole thing. Guys, please don't talk about the ultrasonic raider in the chat. You're gonna make me cry. Wait, what? Why are we saying no, no, no? What did I say? I think you're missing the point of tournament. The point of tournament is Chen doesn't play by the rules, and he just wanted everybody's elemental power. There was no real tournament of elements. It was all just a scam to get elemental powers. Bluego Raptor, you're gonna get banned if you keep talking about the Ultrasonic Raider. I am literally going to cry on stream. Guys, read the description to, read the description to, the stream right now. The first line of the description. What music do you listen to? Not very much. I don't know. I've always preferred to listen to podcasts and whatnot rather than listen to music. It's not that, like, not one of those people that's like, oh, I don't like music. I'm, like, put music on, I'll jam to it, but in my free time, I don't really listen to any music. I just, like, if I want audio in my ears, I'll play a podcast. Hence why I started my own podcast, because I was like, hey, I want to do something I like. Most evil villain is the Overlord. The Overlord is... I don't like the Overlord. He's my least favorite villain. I think someone asked that earlier. My least favorite villain undoubtedly is the Overlord. I cannot stand the Overlord. So boring. He's just so boring. His entire thing is like, ooh, I'm evil, I'm bad, I'm evil. His place in the lore of the Ninjago world's kind of cool, but, like, they didn't do anything at all with him. Oh, Pompeii by Bastille. That's my taste in music. Correct. Thank you, Jack. Worst Wild Wave villain, as in, like, the worst done one, I think is... They're all pretty solid. Like, I love Asphera. I'm not going to say Asphera. Vex is good. Unagami is really good. I guess Skull Sorcerer, but he's not bad, he's just generic. It's just like he's the least interesting part of that season, right? Master Mountain's way more interesting for the stuff about Cole and Vania than the stuff about the Skull Sorcerer. He's just sort of like, he just sort of drives the plot forward. The season's not really about him. And like Mammotus, I don't even know if he counts. Like, I like the character of Mammotus though. Like, I love the lore behind Mammotus. I think he's really cool. What's a Ninjago character that's really good from a bad season? That's a good question. It's a bad season. Borg. Borg's a really good character that premiered in a bad season. Pixel nowadays, but Pixel in her debut season was not very good. What's the season 7 character? Pixel, but Samurai X version of Pixel. Does that count? The Ice Emperor himself I didn't like that much. That's fair, but I don't even count him as, like, a villain of... Like, I count Vex as the main villain of that season. The Ice Emperor is more a figurehead, and I think that's the entire point of Ice Chapters, that he wasn't really the bad guy. His strings are being pulled by Vex. So... Thoughts on Forsaken Bagel? What's Forsaken up to nowadays? He's a funny guy, but he, tried to make my subreddit his subreddit, and I don't get it. He went a little too far down the subreddit hole, I think, so, I don't know. He stopped posting the Bricks My Mind subreddit, rest in peace, but, yeah, I'm cool with him. I don't have anything against the guy, I just don't want him to, like, overrun my subreddit. Like, that wasn't really necessary. He had some funny memes back in the day, though. I like the guy. Do you know who My Brick Opinions is? Nope. Thoughts on the line from Hands of Time. Cyrus Borg's watch, but no Cyrus Borg. I'm not gonna... Hands of Time. You know that drawing of, like, the horse that progressively gets, like, that's, like, really fancy, then it has, like, really poorly drawn legs? The, like, really nicely drawn horse is the Hands of Time lore, and then the badly drawn horse is, like, the actual Hands of Time episodes. Like, the lore of that season is so good, but the actual episodes are not. I think he got banned from the subreddit. Yeah, but he had an alternate account that he posted on, like, once. He was removed as a mod. I know that, because he was a mod for a moment. Do you like the Electromech 2.0? Are you talking about the 4 Plus set? Yeah, I have a review of it on my channel. I do like that set. I think it's quite good. It's not, like, amazing, but for a 4 Plus set, I don't think it's bad. Where can I get these new sets? Zavi. Don't get them from where I got them. Get them from Zabby. Guys, I think this is the fastest I've ever built on stream. I don't think I'm a slow builder. I think Matthew just distracts me. Because you guys made fun of me last time I built on stream, talking about how slow I build. I'm on bag 3, boys. Hentai was the best season premiere, though. Maybe... Never a fan of Crux or Acronics. Dude, there's such cool characters in concept. Like, elemental masters that betrayed the rest, and they have the power of time, and there's 2 of them, and they share the element. That is awesome, but then, when you just... the one character was a boomer, and the other was a zoomer, and that was their entire character, is that just like, brother, I just got the new Apple Watch, and I think it's quite awesome. No, brother, technology is dumb and for babies. Go outside and play with your toys. Like, that was their... all of their dialogue was just that, and it was just so lame. So lame. Thoughts on Loki so far? I think it's fun. It's Marvel Doctor Who, essentially. That's the vibe I'm getting from it. It's fun. I like it. Matthew's behind mine's door. Yup, that's where he's sitting. He came all the way up from Florida to go behind my door. Did you guys watch this week's Woo Crew podcast? We have a new layout that was designed by my girlfriend Emma, and it looks very fancy and professional, and I'm very proud of it. Kai's entire character in season 3 was just Crux in season 7. Correct. And guess what my 2 least favorite seasons are? Season 3 and season 7. For Kai, though, Kai is a more complex character than that. Acronics was literally just... Crux was literally just technology bad, and Acronics was literally just iPad good. What happened if Ninjago's still on TV? Acronics get iPad. Oh yeah, that's not... you want to talk about bad hands of timelines. How about the lines where Acronics is talking about, like, how attractive, what's her name looks? What's the snake lady's name? I forget the name of that character. But he talks about, like, yeah, she's just a bunch of snakes, but something about her, like... It was like, holy crap, Acronics. You're right, that is just a bunch of snakes. What are you talking about? I had to stop watching the podcast. It's too adult for me. Fair. So weird that the Vermilion is supposed to share mine, yet the generals have different personalities. By the way, Vermilion, another like really cool piece of lore. I love the idea of the Vermilion, but the characters were just so boring. They didn't do anything. They were just like generic villains. You had the comic relief ones, you had just the general drone ones, and then you had the like cool smart one. But this time she was a woman. General Machia, yeah. Acronics led General Machia was very attractive, and it was like, bro, she's snakes. And like they poke fun at that, but like only for a moment. Like they don't become self-aware enough about that to make it funny. It's just like Angel Suntan's my thoughts on Mugen. Is that how you pronounce it, Mugen? I love Mugen. He's good. I like his role in the Woo Crew, as in Jen's series, not as in my podcast. How does Jen spell crew in her series? Is it EW or is it U? Because that's very important. Zane's sacrifice or Nia's sacrifice? Nia's is better. Zane's is good, but Nia's is better. It feels, I don't know, it feels like it was built up to a little bit more. I'm saying that as with Zane as my favorite character, and I really like that. But Zane's sacrifice is the closest Ninjago ever got me to crying. Nia's sacrifice actually made me cry, so take from that what you will. Oh, she spells with an EW? Bro, I'm gonna have to sue Jen. That's my thing. Because the reason the podcast is spelled with an EW is because the official LEGO thing is just spelled with a U. So we intentionally changed that so that it was our own thing. Season 7 and 11 both had great ideas but poor execution. I disagree. I think 11 has its issues, but I think 11's more comparable to 5 than it is to 7. 11 is very similar to 5 in that, like, they both have a really great plot, but really strange, a lot of things that happen within the season are very strange. Like, they focus on weird things, the pacing is very bizarre, but the overall plot and characters are excellent in both of those seasons. Harumi's death made me cry the second time I watched it, but not the first. Harumi's death scene is very good, but it did not make me emotional. Though, another hashtag Ninjago emotional moment, I'm sorry I said that, was Harumi's backstory. That was pretty good. The backstory scene, like, God, that was good. Jen could do the Woo crew with UE. Yeah, true. I am gonna have to sue, unfortunately. Sorry, Jen. Bro, where are these parts at? Bro, where are these parts at? Season 5 be like Nimbus. Yeah, like, people talk about Season 5 is the best season, and I agree, there's a lot to like about Season 5, but then you have to remember Nimbus, and yeah. I mean, the entirety of Cloud Kingdom just, like, ruins so much of Ninjago's lore that it's just, like, I'm not the world's biggest Season 5 fan. I think Moro is great. I think he's a great villain. I love the lore established with the ghosts and the multiple realms and the realm crystal and whatnot. I think Ronin's introduction is great. I love Nia's introduction in that season. But the actual episodes of that season are not the best. I think that's a decent take, Henry. I feel like what I don't like with people talking about Wild Brain is when they, like, rate, like, when they're doing, like, their Ninjago season ratings, and they rate Fire chapters separately from Ice chapter, because I feel like those are, like, it's made to be one season. It's not really fair to rank one without the other. Like, they're meant to be one thing. Ah, here's the part I was looking for. It was in the instructions. I did not silence anybody in the chat. If anyone was silenced, that was one of the mods, so blame them. Also, I saw someone ask my opinions on Season 6. Season 6 is the best pre-SOG season. It's weird to say this, it's probably my 4th favorite season now, because Seabound and SOG are so... Oh, 5th, I guess, behind Seabound, SOG, Hunted, and Tournament, but it's, like, one of the best seasons. Yeah, I think it's the best season pre-SOG, but not my favorite pre-SOG. I think it's an amazing season all the way up until the finale, which the finale has issues, but it's not bad. It's still pretty good. The finale's still pretty good. And by my issues, I mean I don't like how Nautocon's powers are handled at the end. I love the actual finale with Nia's death and the time reversal. I think that's perfect. Yeah, I like Season 6 a lot. Season 11's Ice chapter feels kind of empty to me, but it's more because nothing happened that was followed up on in the following seasons. Yeah, I really wish Zane had more of a fallout from Ice chapter. However, one thing I have to say is, having watched Seabound, you can look at the Wild Brain era as a huge arc for Nia. Like, you can view Nia as the main character of all these seasons, because she actually has a significant role in every single one of them, and that actually makes me appreciate parts of Ice chapter more, because there's been parts in every season where she's felt, like, weak, or, like, because in Fire chapter she can't use her powers because it's too hot. Ice chapter she can't use her powers because it's too cold, and she has to learn how to use her powers to control ice. Prime Empire, she has to, is a bit of foreshadowing where she has to sacrifice herself to help Jay go along. Master of the Mountain, she becomes the queen of the months, and then, Island, I guess she didn't have anything significant, though she had to... I guess Island, she had to deal with the struggle of losing Jay, even only temporarily, and she had to, like, because they thought he was gone for a moment. And then it all concludes with Seabound, where she makes the most out of her powers, and then protects Jay, who's the one she loves. And I think viewing the saga in that sense as, like, a Nia-focused story, I think is really, really good. Like, that makes me appreciate all those seasons so much more. Anyone thoughts on that? Thoughts on that? The Nia point of view for the Ninjago Wild Brain seasons? Because that's my take. Where did you watch Seabound? I cannot disclose that information. That line in the end when Kai says, who would want Jay? And Nia says me, it's just so good. Agreed, that is great. I think there's something similar in Prime Empire, where, like, they go into the League of Jay, and Kai's like, what? Why Jay? And Nia, like, gives him a look or something. But no, that's one of the best lines in the island. I love how John Audible. I love that that's your name. That is awesome. That's so funny. I don't know when seasons 14 and 15 will be on Netflix. I do not control the Netflix airings. I'm not part of the Ninjago team. How do you think they're gonna bring Nia back? So I had a few thoughts about this. For one, we know the Vengestone buyer is coming, and Nia has become completely her element. And we know Vengestone restricts elemental powers, so what happens if Nia is bound by Vengestone? Would she become herself? Another thing is the Time Twins and Nauticon have both been hinted at, and I think the Reversal Blade and or a Wish from Nauticon would work to bring her back. I think one of those three is probably my guess. Depending on how 2022 turns out, I think the Wild Brain Saga might be my new favorite saga as a whole. The Oni trilogy is the best, but the Wild Brain Saga has been so good. I very much agree. I think the Oni trilogy is very good for what it is, but, yeah, I do very much like the Wild Brain Saga. I think the Oni trilogy is more consistently good, but I love the idea of, like, a 3-year story. That's so awesome. Like, Nia was such an underdeveloped character, so her getting as much attention as she did in the most recent seasons is very good. I agree. And I think Seabound makes her focus in the other seasons make a lot more sense, because I remember at the time with season 11 I was like, why did they focus so much on this Nia ice thing when it was only used once and then never called back to again? But I realized it's not necessarily just about the ice, it's about Nia feeling powerless, like she's not as strong as the others. And I agree, because I feel like she has been significantly weaker than the others in previous seasons, and it showed that Seabound showed that she hadn't learned to master her powers to their fullest extent yet, and it's very well done. If you look at the Wild Brain Saga as a whole and look at Nia's journey throughout it, I think it's very, very well done. Think Nauticon will return? Yes. How many LEGO sets have you done? Are you talking about from this most recent haul? I'm still building the first one. I'm building the Water Dragon right now. Does Nauticon still have his memories after his season? I'm not sure. I would assume the answer would be yes, but I can't say. I do not write for Ninjago. 85 viewers. Thanks everybody for coming out. We had Ashton Flash in here for a moment too. That was pretty awesome. I like the story of her relationship now she had with her mom and Seabound. I agree. I thought the first 2 episodes were kind of weak in terms of that, but by the time they got to episode 3 and they were like in the mechs together and having the cookie crumble conversation, peak. It's so good. And I made a theory video on it, so you guys can go check that out, but I think next season will be a Jay and Kai focused season, and I think that would be awesome just to see both of their relationships, see how their relationships with Nia differ, and see them like both fight in different ways to get her back. I think that would be awesome. What is your favorite dragon? I assume we're talking about sets, not show. Oh, Jungle Dragon for sure. I love that set. It's my favorite set of the year so far. We'll see if any of these sets replace that, but the colors and just the overall design, he is so full of personality, so much fun. He is an amazing set. Henry is corrupt. How's Henry corrupt? What's he doing? After you finish the Water Dragon, can you compare it to the Jungle Dragon? Not on stream, but I could do that in my review if you guys are interested in seeing that. Or I can do a... Maybe that'd be a fun video, like Ninjago Dragon comparison, comparing all Ninjago Dragons. That could be a fun video topic. Would you guys watch that? If the Ninja were part of the MCU, who do you think would have been snapped by Thanos in Infinity War? I think it would have been Jay and Nia. Lloyd and Nia would have been snapped, because Infinity War only snapped the new characters, pretty much. All the old characters are still there, so that they could have one final movie, so I think they would have gotten rid of the newer Ninja, and then it would have just been Kai, Jay, Cole, and Zane again. I miss that bunch. Like, I miss when it was just those guys. I very much love the bigger team now, and I think Nia and Lloyd fit in well, but I do... Sometimes I get nostalgic for when it was just the 4 boys. And Nia as not a ninja, as just an ally or a Samurai X. I get nostalgic for that sometimes, but... Hunted gave us some of that again. That was very fun. Oh, dude, how many Fangpire trucks do you have? Oh, behind me? I have 2 Fangpire trucks, and then I have all my snake vehicles. So I have Fangpire truck, Fangpire helicopter, Fangpire mech, Great Devourer, and Fangpire bike. I have all the vehicles except for the Wrecking Ball. Marketing-wise, having a Zane season as the next season would make more sense than a Kai/J season. Story-wise, Kai/J makes more sense. Yes, but you gotta... Yes, but also no, okay? Marketing-wise, yeah, Zane's the only one who hasn't been on the box art, but also, Kai is the seller. There's a reason why Legacy Kai is coming in 14 sets. It's because Kai sells. So, I would not be surprised if they put Kai on the box art, or Kai and Jay on the box art, because Kai sells. Kai just sells. How do you get the old sets? I was a kid in 2012 and I bought them. Like, I've been collecting Ninjago for years. I bought those back when they were on shelves. But if you want to pick up old sets nowadays, Bricklink or eBay would be my go-to. Bricklink's safer in terms of, like, you're probably going to get a better product, but eBay, you can usually get better deals, so I would scour both. That's what I usually do. Who's your favorite Ninjago voice actor? I don't know. They're all pretty cool. Like, they all have such personality. Like, it's a really great bunch. I love Brent Miller, I love Vincent Tong, I love Michael Adamwaith. Obviously, I love Kirby Morrow. Yeah, they're a really great bunch of guys. Like, not a bad thing to say about any of them. Okay. Love having an extra piece left over. Love that. Oh yeah, also my Fangpire truck, so the reason I have 2 is I got one back in 2012, and I lost the Fang Tom, which stinks, of course, because he's the most valuable figure from that set. So years ago, I wanted to get a replacement, and I found a full Fangpire truck on eBay for $25 with Fang Tom. And Fang Tom himself at the time was like 20, so I was like, yeah, I'd rather just get the full set than just get Fang Tom, so I bought the full set again for $25, and yeah, that's how I have my Fang Tom now. And now that figure on its own goes for like 30 to 50, so I made out on that one. Is it okay if we check the Woo Crew contest pictures to see competition? Yeah, I can't stop you from checking other people's entries. Go ahead. Do what you want, guys. But like, obviously, make sure your entry is original. If 2 people have the same exact idea and one came before the other, I'm going to, like, consider the one that came first, so keep that in mind. But yeah, make sure, as long as it's original, yeah, you can look at your competition. Alright guys, it's Kalmar time. I'm excited for this minifigure. I've been waiting to get this guy for months. Come here, you very dumb squid man. You gonna wait for the Legacy Ultrasound Gray in August since you couldn't get it earlier? Nope, I ordered it from Zavvi like 2 hours ago. Oh, can I check the... I mean, I've checked... I've looked at the entries already a little bit. There's some good ones. I'm liking what people are coming up with. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. I haven't liked anybody's posts or anything, unless it's like someone I know personally. I might have liked like Henry's post, I think, but yeah. Which, for the record, I want to say this here. Because I know a lot of people entering, like a lot are YouTube members or whatnot. So Matthew and I will pick a top 3, and if someone in the top 3 is like someone I know personally, so that I don't have any bias, I will send the images to Emma without telling her who made them, and I will ask her to pick the winners. So that way there is no bias in the final selection. Mind if I win the contest, please put me in second place. I already have the 2 sets and I'll give them to my cousin, but he's too young for the Ultra Dragon. Okay, I will keep that in mind, because your entry is very good, Henry. So I will keep that in mind. I'd feel strange about picking you anyway, Henry, because like you're very good at the photography and whatnot, but I feel like we're buds, and like one of my previous contests before Matt was judging it, he asked if he could enter. I'm like, yes, but like I can't really pick you. But yeah, if one of the top people is someone I know, I'm gonna have Emma pick without knowing who it is, so that she can have an unbiased opinion. Can make any changes in the Jungle Dragon? What would it be? Better minifigure selection? But it's not bad. It's not bad minifigure selection. It just could be better. Dude, Kalmar is awesome. Why are the figures so fire this wave? What's your favorite set from 2012? Ooh. Is it fair to say the spinners? The spinners are what I had the most fun with in 2012. But actual sets, probably Fangpire Truck. I really loved playing with that when I was younger. Yeah, I remember, like, I remember saving up for that set. Like, I probably saved up for that for about a month. Like, just doing chores or whatnot to earn that money. And I remember just, like, sitting and looking at the LEGO magazine and being like, wow, that looks so cool. You get the Fangpire General, and you get Zane and his vehicle. I didn't realize you had a Ninjago hoodie on before you bent down. That looks sick. So yeah, it's the Hype Ninjago hoodie. We got the J on the back. It's pretty epic. Pretty epic. Mind if I want to give the Velocity Racers to Matthew, please? Sure, Suntan. If you win, I will give the Velocity Racers to Matthew. What is your favorite LEGO series unless it's Ninjago? I assume you're asking, like, what's my favorite theme other than Ninjago? Minecraft. LEGO Minecraft's one of my favorites. I'm kind of coming around to Monkey Kid now. Oh, not coming around. Like, I do like Monkey Kid a lot. I'm not sure if it's my favorite other than Ninjago, but I do really like Monkey Kid now. LEGO Mario is pretty good, not gonna lie. Ideas is always great, but I feel like Ideas is a cop-out answer. Minecraft, for sure, is my second favorite after Ninjago. Alright, everyone's telling me who else I could send their sets to if they win. Got it. Why don't you guys just focus on winning right now, and then we'll figure out who the sets get sent to if you win. What are you building, mine? The Water Dragon from Seabound. These figures are so good, man. What's your favorite D2C set? Ninjago City Gardens? I'm not sure if it's the original city or the gardens, but one of those two. Or Stranger Things is pretty good. Where's the mini Matthew? He is not here. He's at work today, but if he was around, he would be welcome to join. I maybe do another building stream, not tomorrow, but sometime soon. I'm going to the mall tomorrow with my girlfriend, so I will not be here to stream. How's it shaping up so far? I mean, I got a noodle, right? I got this noodle. It kind of shakes. This is all I got so far, so it looks good. I like the body, but well, how much does this set retail for? Is this 50? I don't know because I paid European prices for it, so I don't know like what the US price on this one is. Can someone tell me the price of the Water Dragon in the chat, please? Thank you. Just watch myself wiggle the dragon on stream. What am I going to build after this? That's up to you guys. I'll let you guys pick the next set. I kind of want to build the temple, but I'll build whatever you guys pick. So, yeah, it's up to you. Wait, what says this? This is the Water Dragon. 70. Okay, yeah, it's 70. So it's similar to Firstborn in price then. So this is a big dragon. I don't think I've gotten a bed dragon this big since Firstborn. So I'm... Oh, I guess the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon, which I don't love that set. It's like it's good, but it's not what I expected it to be. So, oh, is that the real Ninja Whip? Well, welcome, Ninja Whip. Yeah, it's 70. Yeah, so I'm very curious about the scale of this, because that body looks huge, so very excited to see what this turns into. Right now I'm building the legs. Build the scuba mech. You have the complete ninja collection yet? What do you mean by that? Like, of Seabound, or do you mean, like, of all minifigures? We're talking about of all minifigures. I have all the canon suits. I'm missing a few of the non-canon ones. I have every Zane minifigure. That's the only one I have. Only Ninja I have 100%. I think I'm missing Airjitsu Lloyd. I'm missing Airjitsu Cole and Spinjitzu Master Cole and Dragon Master Cole. I'm missing Dragon Master Kai, Spinjitzu Master Kai. I'm missing Airjitsu Nia and No, I'm only missing Airjitsu Nia for Nia. And then for Jay, I'm only missing Dragon Master. So I'm close on the other ones, but those non-canon suits drive me insane. They're not good suits, and they cost like $7 each. And real one, haha, thanks, man. Alright, cool, Ninja Whip's here. Everybody say hi to Ninja Whip, he's a cool guy. Go follow him on Instagram. Now I compete in your contest. Go to Instagram.com, or not .com, go to the Instagram app, post a picture of Wu in any funny scenario you want, come up with something creative, and tag it with hashtag WuCrewContest, and then you have the chance to win a 2 Ninjago sets, which I have down in the corner over there. It's the Ultra Dragon and the Velocity Racers. I have a full video on that where I talk about it a little bit better. What's your least favorite suit in Seabound? What's your favorite? My least favorite is Kai. My favorite is Zane. I can't really say because I haven't gotten all the figures in hand yet, but I will let you know once I get them all. Off the top of my head, though, I like them all. Like Jay might be my least favorite, but I'm not sure about that. I like Cole. I like Kai. I like Zane. I like Nia. Lloyd doesn't stick out to me as anything special from my memory, but I can't really say till I have them all in hand. Favorite set of this wave? I don't know because I don't have them all built up yet, but so far, this one or the Temple, probably. Fire Dragon looks really good too, but that doesn't have new figures besides Nia, so I'm not in a rush to build that one. What set am I building? Water Dragon. Why did you say what's popping low gang, Zach Allen? Why you... No low gangs in this chat. The low gang is forbidden from the Bricks by Mine chat. If I were to enter the competition, can I deal with Star Wars also? Sure, you can do whatever you like. Today I posted a Sensei Wu and Sesame Street crossover because I thought it was fun. Like, go to the Sensei Wu Wednesday hashtag, and you can look at my posts over there. Anything like what you see there, just goofy scenarios to have Wu in. It could be crossovers with other themes. It could just be Ninjago related. Yeah, just do whatever you want. Just be creative with it. Opinions on Mega Gru. Can we get some Mega Grus in the chat, members? I have that figure. Wait, how old are you, Mind? I am 19 years old. I am a college student. So Ninjago came out when I was 9. Or 8, technically. I was 8. I turned 9 2 days after Ninjago came out in 2011. I know you're not a music guy, but do you have any favorite Ninjago music aside from X1 Joyride? X1 Joyride is the best Ninjago track, and I will stand by that. It is so good. Falcon Chase is good. Zane's Memories Unlocked is good. The Zane Death Scene is good. The Resistance theme from Hunted's good. That's everything I can think of off the top of my head. Mine, thoughts on Matt? Pretty cool guy. Very tall. Makes me uncomfy how tall he is. I'm going to be reminded of how tall he is when I meet him in a few weeks when I go to Disney, and... yeah, it's gonna be something. We got many Mega Grus in the chat. Let's go. Have you watched the 10th anniversary Whip by the Fold? No, I have not. What's your favorite Ninjago movie set? That's a good question. I'm not going to count the Bounty or the City because I think those are unfair, but those are probably my top two. But not counting those, I like Master Falls a lot. The Water Strider is an incredible value. You want to see a set with a good value, go check out the price per part in the Water Strider. It's insane. And it also comes with 4 minifigures. I like Zane's vehicle a lot. I think it's a really creative design. Jay's vehicle is really creative too. I think I'm just listing every set I own from Ninjago movie, but I like a lot of them. The Ninjago movie was a really good wave. Like, I would love to see another wave like that for just like a main show wave. That would be awesome. Mind, did you ever play the old Ninjago web games? Not Ninjago web games, but I played old LEGO web games. I used to go to my dad's office as a kid and sit on his like old CRT monitor computer and go to LEGO.com and play all like the Flash games. I was a very big fan of Junkbot. World Builder 2, look that one up. That one was fire. World Builder 2 was like straight fire. That was the best LEGO game. Yeah, I had a lot of fun LEGO.com as a kid, but yeah, once Ninjago came out, I think I was getting a little old for the LEGO.com games. I remember some of them, but I didn't really sit down and play those. Like I played like Junkbot. Then what was it? I remember like LEGO.com used to have like quizzes on their website, and I remember like doing like what Power Miners Rock Monster are you quiz, like that kind of stuff. That was very fun. The Tournament Ninjago game was the best. I remember the Tournament Ninjago game on mobile. I played a lot of that. Did you know JB from Inside's a hidden reference to Junkbot? Actually, that's really cool. Just play LEGO Universe for 1 month exactly. My parents hated like membership-based games, so they refused to pay for it. But I begged and I begged, and they bought it for me for 1 month once, and it was the best month of my life. I loved LEGO Universe. It was after the Ninjago World came out. It was so cool. Yeah, everybody remembers Junkbot. Nobody seems to remember World Builder 2, but that was like it was a really cool puzzle game on their website. I want to do a stream sometime where I just play World Builder 2 on stream, because it's a puzzle game, and I remember finding it really difficult as a kid, and I would be curious to go back and see if it's easier nowadays, but it was so much fun. Power Miners was the GOAT. I loved Power Miners. It was my favorite theme before Ninjago. I would love to see them bring that back. If this channel grows and I get to the point where like I could afford to buy a lot more LEGO, I would love to go back and buy old Power Miner sets, because there's so many I wanted as a kid. I actually looked at them the other night. There's so many I wanted as a kid that I'm just like, wow, I should have bought that. But we had money, but like I probably got maybe $100 worth of Power Miners in each year, like total. So like I have some of the smaller sets and like one medium-sized one. But that was plenty. I just played with those for like hours on end, days. The Tournament web game was like a 2D parkour game. Oh, I don't remember that. I remember the rebooted mobile game that was like a jumping game. Like, that one was wacky, and the ninja had hair that was way too big. You guys remember that one? Pretty sure the Tournament mobile game also leaked Ronin or something. My earliest Ninjago memory was when they were teasing it on the website before it came out in 2010. There was a quiz called "Is Your Mom a Ninja?" and I thought they would use my answers to kidnap my mom. You were really young then, Henry, right? Because you're like 2 years younger than me. So how old were you? Like 6 at the time? Because I know I was 8 like in 2010, so that doesn't surprise me. God, that's crazy to think, like, Ninjago has been a part of my life for longer than it hasn't. Like, how can I get a Moro figure? Bricklink. I have a Moro figure. I used to have 2. I sent one to LEGO Jer. I hope he still cherishes it. Goodbye, Blue Go Raptor. Nice seeing you, buddy. Mind, say oh whoa. No, I will not say oh whoa. That was a Skybound mobile game. After the tournament mobile game, was the last mobile game I played, but I played the crap out of that. I tried to like unlock every character. Least favorite ninja, can't really say. I like them all. They're all quite good. Like, I literally love every one of them. Like, a couple years ago I would have said Lloyd. A couple years ago I would have said Nia, but I love both of them now, after the recent seasons. Cole has gotten better after the recent seasons. Kai I've come to appreciate a lot more. Like, I didn't love him growing up, but, since, like, I got into Ninjago, like, got back into Ninjago in my teenage years, I've loved Kai. He's probably my second favorite ninja after Zane. Jay might be my least favorite, actually. I think Jay might... But I love Jay, but he might be my least favorite. I was 6 at the time. It gave me such a big fear of Ninjago that before it even came out. I also didn't realize it was called Ninjago. I told one of my friends that the old ninja theme was coming back. That's hilarious. That's really funny. That's crazy to think that I was 8 years old when, like, I first learned of Ninjago, because, like, I always thought of myself as older than that, but, like, at 19, I'm thinking, like, 8 years old. I was so tiny. I was a baby back then. Hey, stop talking about this ultrasonic raider. Stop it. I do like, to be clear, I like Jay a lot, but if I had to pick a least favorite, it might be him. Because I love Cole, I love Kai, I love Zane, I love Lloyd, I love Nia, and I like Jay a lot, too, but he's probably the ninja I love the least. But, yeah. Do I have DX Lloyd? Yes, I do. Bro, why am my dog barking upstairs? What's up? Would you like to see get a legacy set? Great Devourer, please, 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 please. Give us the Great Devourer. That's all I want. I just want the Great Devourer, because the original is, like, okay. Like, I remember being disappointed by that set as a kid, and I love the Fire Fang set, and I want a Great Devourer that is like the Fire Fang set, but it's a Great Devourer instead of an Aspharos Snake. I want to make it clear, I like Jay. I like Jay a lot. It's just, you asked for a least favorite, it would probably be him, but he's still one I really like. Which favorite suit the ninjas wore? I think I answered this early in the stream, but probably SOG or Skybound. Oh, Ouroboros would be a great set. I would love an Ouroboros set. I always wanted an Ouroboros set as a kid. Do you remember the only games that ever came out? The one I played with the Explorer Puzzle one, the Robot one, the Crash Test Dummy one. I vaguely remember that. That was, yeah, that was an era where I was, like, waning off because, well, that would have been 2010. Because when I was, like, waning off the online games, because I think, like, ages 5 to 7 is probably when I played the most, and that would have been 2010, so I would have been 8 then, so that's, like, when I was starting to do them a little bit less, but, yeah, I vaguely remember those. I will set all 30 of my J minifigs on you. Joke's on you, I have more J minifigs than that. I have every J minifigure ever released except for one. Yeah, I'm only missing Spinitsu Master J. Yep, I have all but one J minifigure, so... Still have 81 viewers. Not bad, guys. I'm having a lot of fun. I haven't done a solo stream like this in a while where I'm just, like, building and talking to you guys, but I'm having a lot of fun. You guys having fun? Alright, bag 5. We're getting close to being done. Right, there's 6 bags? Yeah. Getting close. Gotta build a tail and a head. Well, Cole's my favorite ninja. I'm glad they don't give him a permanent girlfriend because they don't need to make every ninja have one forever. Here's a bit of a base take that you guys may not like. I believe Cole is asexual, and I know people don't like when people say that the ninja aren't just straight, but that is my headcanon. I don't headcanon a lot of that stuff. I personally don't, that's not what I enjoy about Ninjago is, like, relationshiping these characters, but I think based on his relationship with both Nia and Vania, where the female seemed more interested than he did, and he's always seemed content to be on his own. I've always imagined him as asexual, so take that. Do you have any Bricktober? Yes, I have both of the Ninjago ones, both years. And I think I have 2 of the one that came with Nero. Well, I technically have one. My sister has one, but she doesn't touch it, so. Do you think LEGO will make an Infinity Saga game like Skywalker Saga? I think that is very likely. Skywalker Saga has to come out first, but I think Infinity Saga has a very good chance. Nah, Cole was attracted to cake. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I should join the unofficial Brix Reviews Minecraft server. I will at some point. I will definitely come on at some point. I do not have a lot of free time to just play Minecraft nowadays, but I will definitely hop on at some point. Nia died, so Jay will finally be with Cole. No, I think Jay and Kai are gonna date now because they both are mourning over their loss of a loved one, and they're gonna find comfort in each other. I'm gonna do a review, not live on stream, but yeah, I'm gonna do a review of this set. This is a build speedrun because in that case, where's the dream speedrunning music? Oh, true. What happened to the Ninjago tournament game? I can't find it. I believe it was removed from the App Store because they didn't update it to support modern operating systems, which is fair because it's a game to advertise products that came out 6 years ago. It's really funny that even though I'm 2 to 3 years younger than mine, because I live in Germany and he's an American, I can legally buy and drink beer while he can't. Lol. That's okay. I don't really want any anyway. I don't even drink soda. I don't need any of that stuff. I'm a based water drinker. You guys want to see my water? Look, it's all water. I'm not actually going to turn it because then it would just pour out, but this is just water. Guys, that you regret buying, I didn't buy this one. Lan sent it to me, but I regret requesting the Scott's car from Prime Empire from them because I could have requested something else, and that set's terrible. Like, I haven't passionately disliked a set in like that in a very long time. Like, there's sets that I think, oh, this set, the price on this set is terrible, or this set could have been better. But usually, like, LEGO is very good at making toys, so usually sets are, like, at least okay. Like, the most I could feel about, like, the worst I could feel about a set is just lukewarm about it. But the Scott's car is genuinely bad. Like, it's a terrible set. Don't you have all the Elemental Masters? What sets of Tox and Pale Man come in? They came in LEGO Ultra Agent sets. They didn't actually come in Ninjago sets. They were Ultra Agents characters that were repurposed from Ninjago, but then Ultra Agents ended and they continued to be in Ninjago, so now they're Ninjago characters. I didn't actually get the sets that came in. I got them off Bricks and Pieces back in the day. Oh, guys, wait, hold on. I don't know if you guys watch my unboxing, but should I open my crushed video package that came in the box? What are your predictions for what figures inside this? So context for this, if you guys didn't see the unboxing, the packing material that JB Spielborn used was just like cut up Lego boxes, and I think one of the things they put in there was a cut up like video like display box, but I think they forgot there was a minifigure still in there because there's just a crushed up video package that has a minifigure inside that was just used in the packing material, and I think that's really funny. So yeah, if you want to open up the, let's open this up. Let's see what figure we get. Hope it's a new one. I have half of the series somehow. Alright, guys. Big reveal moment. Oh, this is a new one. It's the cowboy singer, man. Okay, now I'm only missing... No, wait, this is my 6th figure, so now I have half the series, because there's 12 figures in the series. Is Funny Shark in there? I wish. I'd rather have another Funny Shark than complete this series, honestly. Like, I got Funny Shark recently, and I love him. Yeah, I love that figure. I cannot wait to get the alternate version of him from the pirate ship in August. I'll be getting that set from Land, probably. Yeah, this isn't one of my favorite ones, but he's not bad. Not bad. Got a cowboy here. Can you guys see that? Anyway, put him to the side. Let's continue with this now. Where was I? I was building this. I haven't watched this 15 years. So is the Water Dragon just Nia's Elemental Dragon, or is it something more? I mean, that's spoilers. I don't know if you want me to say that. Discow. Wait, is his name actually Discow? Oh, Discow. Oh my god. That's it. I'm done with LEGO video. I'm never buying a set again. Mind some LEGO con in 4 words. Lots of rehashed ads. Go watch my video on LegoCon if you guys haven't already. I'm very proud of that video. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Mind, if LEGO decided to bring one Ninjago set back to retail, which one would you want to return? So if I was just like, hey, this set's great and I want other people to get the chance to buy it, Fire Temple. But no, the set I would like to be able to buy on shelves again is Garmadon's Dark Fortress from 2011. I always won that set. I will get it at some point. I'm not going to let my life go by and never own Garmadon's Dark Fortress, but that's the one I want, I think. Because I have most of the sets I want after 2014 and onward, because I started to get my own money a little bit, so I could pick out the sets I wanted. A lot of Tournament, unfortunately, I don't have, because... well, that was 2015, and that was the year when I was trying to, like, buy Marvel sets and stuff, too, so my budget was stretched pretty thin. So I would like some of the Chen's, like, Temple set from that wave I would love to get, but I could just buy that aftermarket. If I was to bring one thing back to shelves, it would be Garmadon's Dark Fortress. I made Ninjago City Record Store mock, and the beat bits work very nicely as records. No, I think the beat bits are quite cool. I don't hate video. I think the prices are insane, and the figure should be $5, and they shouldn't be in boxes. But the figures themselves look quite nice. There's a lot of really creative designs in there, and yeah, I like the beat bits too. They're nice, like wall accessories, etc. Garmadon's Dark Fortress is huge for a $70 set. I would have no idea. I've never seen it in person. Temple or Jutsu would be cool. I agree. I have that set, though, so I really don't need it to come back. That's a good set, though. Very solid set. Tell us a joke, please. The economy! Shouldn't LEGO make another Lord of the Rings wave? Yeah, I'd be cool with that. I'm not the world's biggest Lord of the Rings fan, but I know a lot of people are. I'd be happy for them if that happened. The set I regret missing the most is the Lighthouse. I want to try to get it for my birthday this year. That set is great. I have the Lighthouse. Got it when it came out. Here's a question for you, chat. What do you think is the best wave of sets ever? Not your favorite season, the best wave of sets. My personal favorite is late 2016, which was Skybound 2 and Day of the Departed. Those sets were superb. They were so good. I have every set that's that wave except for one. I'm only missing the Airjitsu Battlegrounds, I think. Hot take, the majority of Monkey Kid builds are worth the price, like the Team Secret HQ and videos prices are way worse. Agree, but you also got to keep in mind, Monkey Kid's prices have 2 issues. Number 1, the small sets are too expensive. Number 2, the big sets are just expensive. Like, the value on a lot of the Monkey Kid small sets is not very good. The value on the big sets is quite good. The Team Secret HQ and the the Flower Fruit Mountain have great values, but they're also $170. And I just, like, I don't know. I come from a middle-class household. Like, we're not poor, but we're not rich. I couldn't just drop $170 twice a year on sets at all. Like, that would have had to be my one Christmas gift that year if I won something like that. And even that would have been big for that. So I don't know, that's the thing with monkeys. It's either expensive or bad value. Not every set, obviously. There's some exceptions, but in general, that's what I've noticed. And then video has terrible prices, but at least the sets are small. So they both have flawed pricing for different reasons. The Season 11 sets are great. It is a great wave. I think the Temple's a little weak, but the other sets are pretty incredible. I gotta remind, the big sets are fairly priced but expensive. The small sets are just overpriced. Yep. Almost half of the Monkey Kid sets are over $100. That's what I mean. Like, that's... I guess it's... The theme is, like, being targeted towards wealthier families. Because, like... I mean, like, tell me if I'm wrong, but... I feel like I came from a fair... Like, I never considered myself poor as a kid. I know we had enough money. Like, I felt very well off. I know I had a lot more toys than a lot of my friends. But even, like... I couldn't be dropping $100 at a full, like, multiple sets. $100 sets I might get maybe once or twice a year, not like, oh, every Monkey Kid wave has 4 $100 sets. So, yeah. And obviously, different families have different financial situations. My point is, I think my situation is a lot more common than people who could afford all those sets. Like, best LEGO set in general, one of the Ninjago cities. It's so good. What do you think of LEGO Indiana Jones possibly returning? It'd be cool. That's a classic theme. I like that. Like the biggest Ninjago set of the year is always 130. Because I think that is part of Ninjago's success is the accessibility. Because, like, I remember when I was a kid growing up, because the town I live in, there you have all sorts of different financial situations. You have families that are on the wealthier side, but you also have families that, like, are not so wealthy, and the kids have to, like, eat, like the school provides lunch to them, etc. And they're not in the best financial situations, and I empathize with them. But the wonder of Ninjago is, when I was growing up, those parents could buy those kids one $10 Ninjago spinner, and that kid could get their favorite character. And then when I went over to their house to play with them, we both could play with our favorite characters. And that's what was wonderful about it. There were the bigger sets where you could get more complex builds and whatnot, but it was so accessible. With Monkey Kid, if your favorite character is Sandy, you have to pay $50. Sorry. Your favorite character is Pigsy, you have to pay $50. Sorry. Like, so I think Monkey Kid needs smaller sets, easier ways to get the characters. I think Ninjago gimmick sets is one of Ninjago's key things, but even non-gimmick sets, like there's so many $20, $30 sets that Ninjago does, and it's just superb. To me, no vehicle wave has topped the Season 11 vehicles. The Season 11 vehicles are, I like one of them. I actually think of, like, Cole's bike, excellent. Zane's helicopter, it's alright. Kai's car, stinky. I don't like that set. I miss the little $10 steps of the way that were so good at side spinners or things like that. When you say the Jungle Jung is your favorite set this year, does that include the gardens? See, I never know how to, like, rate sets compared to D2Cs, and I think it's boring to just say, oh, D2C is my favorite set of the year. Like, of course. Like, it's a really good set. I don't know. When I talk about my favorite set, I talk about, like, my favorite generally accessible set, because, like, the gardens is superb, but I don't even feel like it's fair to compare the two. Actually, the only vehicle wave that's top Season 1 for me is Legacy this year. What Legacy vehicles have we gotten this year? Fire Dragon, does that count as a vehicle? What was earlier this year? Oh, yeah, we had a good bunch earlier this year. We had, Cole, Plane, Kai Car. Kai Car's so good this year. I love that set. Con 4x4 is criminally underrated. I absolutely love that set. I wholeheartedly disagree with you, Henry. I think that set is overpriced and not that fun. Kai's car has Pyro Whipper, yes, and that's the only good thing about that set. And that's part of what makes Pyro Whipper so funny, is the fact that he's exclusive to that set for some reason. Bonsai Tree is my favorite set of the year. I don't have that one. I bought that one for my girlfriend's dad. He wanted it. He does real-life bonsai, and he said, hey, can you buy me the Bonsai Tree? And I said, sure. So I bought him that. I've seen pictures of it, but it looks very good. Yeah, the European prices got kind of crazy after Brexit happened. I know obviously Germany isn't directly affected by Brexit, but for some reason Brexit caused all the European prices to go. Because I remember back in the, like, nowadays European prices are about the same as US, like, number-wise. Like, 130 euro is about the same as 130 US, even though that's not the currency conversion. Yeah, it's a little wacky. I also got the Cold Dirt Bike before I posted a review. Cold Dirt Bike is a very good set, and it's a great way to get 2 of the armor pieces. I'm not sure if that set's probably retired now, but it's a good set. Very good set. Least favorite wave of sets. That's hard. 2013's not a great wave. I didn't get any of those initially, but like none of those sets are really stand out to me aside from like the Golden Dragon, but that's just like stand out because it's like a Golden Dragon. The set itself really isn't like spectacular. What else? 2012 Wave 2 isn't amazing. Tournament's good, Possession's good. Skybound 1's pretty good. Yeah, there's a lot of dragons in that wave. Day of the Departed's excellent. Hands of Time's a mediocre wave. There's some good sets, but actually I think those sets are pretty good. Movie's great. SOG's great. Hunted's great. Legacy 1's great. 11's great. Prime Empire is honestly a weak wave. I'm gonna come out and say it's not the best wave at all. Like, there's so many sets, but only a few are like spectacular. Or even I don't even know if there's any Gamers Market's good, and the rest of the sets are solid, but they feel very like they're not up to par with like what I expect from Ninjago waves typically. Have you opened the mystery box yet? Yes, I have. I will be posting an unboxing of that tomorrow, so I have content to make out of my all this. And do you know if it's still available? I believe so. You can go to their website, type in the code Ninjago 2020. Be aware that shipping might be weird, but you'll get your stuff eventually. It just might take a month and a half, but yeah, I believe it's still available. You can check on their website, though. They'll have a code for it. Bluego Raptor, you really want me to answer this question, huh? What would I think if LEGO made a UCS Legacy Clutch Powers set? It would be awesome. For the contest, can I put Wu in a meme? Sure. Do literally whatever you want. Like, you're welcome to edit the photos as much as you want. Yeah, you can just have fun with it. What would you do if LEGO gave you the opportunity to design a set? I don't know. I really need to... I want to start building more mocks. Like, dude, building... I don't know if you guys have watched my Sesame Street review, but holy crap, I fell in love with that set as I was reviewing it. And I really... That makes me really want to build a mock. I think when I go back to college in the fall, I might try to take some extra bricks with me so I can just, like, build in my free time. Because I think that could be fun. At the moment, I don't have a great setup for just, like, building with spare bricks, but I would love to, like, collect my bricks in the spot so I can, like, have easy access to them so I can build things, because I do love the idea of mocks. I live near the JB Spielwarn business place. Okay, if you live in Germany, I think Spielwarn's probably fine, but if you live internationally, probably would not recommend ordering from them. Does training dummy move count for the contest? Sure. I'm not gonna split ends on that. If you have a great photo that involves training dummy woo, I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, this is the best photo, but it's not actual woo, so disqualified. Like, no, if you got the best photo, you got the best photo. So, yeah. What are you studying in college? I'm a computer science major, and then I have a minor in both business and mathematics. So I got a lot of classes. Yeah. Do you like Halo? Never played it. Matthew really likes it. Matthew's a huge Halo fan, but I've never played it. I'm more of a Pokemon boy myself. Sudowoodo, I think I answered that question, but the answer is yes, if you didn't hear me. Yeah, you can put Wu in a meme if you want. How do you think the Spinditsu Brothers will affect lore? When's that come out? I want to read that. I don't think it'll have anything too crazy for the lore. But it'll be cool. I'm excited to hear about that. I love that they're expanding the Ninjago lore with like side stories. I would love to see a spin-off wave of sets. Could you imagine like getting a wave based on the Elemental Masters and not, or like, okay, crazy idea. Imagine a spin-off theme, like just 1 or 2 waves that coincides with Ninjago of just like Lego Elemental Masters, right? Where they just have a wave like similar to like how they would do it Lego Agents or whatever, but the theme is just like a short contained story just about the Elemental Masters, and it like runs alongside that year's Ninjago wave. How cool would that be? Like, is Matthew a Fallout fan? I don't think he's ever played it. Do you like Transformers? No. I find it like, I find Transformers very silly, but I also know I can't judge because I like Ninjago, and Ninjago is also very silly. But I didn't grow up with Transformers, so the idea of like robots that transform into cars is just like, eh. But you like lots of properties that have silly concepts can be quite good. So I know a lot of people who do love that franchise, so I understand it, but it's just not for me. Also, the movies kind of stunk, but I saw some of the movies that kind of stunk, but I think even Transformers fans agree with that. I'm not talking about where to watch Seabound because it's not officially out in the US, so gotta go through your TV provider. That's the only advice I can give as a member of the LEGO Ambassador Network, is that your TV provider might have it. Now, Halo, what about Star Wars? I love Star Wars. Star Wars is cool. I'm not as big of a Star Wars fan as I used to be because I feel like a lot of Star Wars fans are really annoying and I don't like associating with them. But I love the movies. I really want to get the LEGO Star Wars Mos Eisley Cantina at some point soon because I love that set, but it's expensive. Mind you can't say that you will build a boat that transforms into the mech. Oh, I mean, fair. But there's a difference between having a vehicle that transforms and the character being the vehicle that transforms. But admittedly, Ninjago is equally as silly, right? Season 1, their weapons transformed into cars. That's silly, that's goofy. It's just, as someone who didn't grow up with it, I do find the entire concept very silly. Like, that's just me, but it's just my own personal opinion. Are you excited for the Book of Elemental Powers? I believe it's going to be canon and will hopefully explain a bunch of elemental-related questions. Yes, I'm very curious to hear what's going on there, and it's supposed to reveal a new elemental power too, which I'm very interested in. There you go, riolugaming, a nice legal way to watch Seabound. Thank you. So the person kept asking about that. Read riolugaming 50's comment. Have you ever watched someone's Ninjago stop motion series? No. The only person's Ninjago stop motion series I've watched a little bit of D. Tenaglia Studios. And I was never big into it, but I watched his like The Future Is Now. That was really good. Dan and I are friends. I just don't watch a lot of stop motion or Lego YouTube. But that was pretty good. He was yeah, he did a great job with that. And I was like, wow, it's Ninjago, but interesting. Yeah, I was quite proud of him for that one. My What Are You Theories for Season 16? I made a full video about it. I think Jay and Kai are going to be the main characters, and I think Nadakon is going to return. And I think the Vengestone Buyer is going to be there. Okay, next bag. Ooh, okay, final bag. We're doing the dragon's head. What's this? Oh, this is the cloth wings. Can I floss? Okay. Okay, thanks for that question. Moving on. Would you like to see a Legacy Samukai? Yes, but I feel like it's never gonna happen. I feel like Samukai is one of those minifigures that for some reason they're never gonna remake, because like they've had multiple chances. Like, they could have remade him with Day of the Departed. They could have remade him with Legacy originally. They could have remade him this year for, like, the Fire Dragon or for the Versus Pack, but they have not remade him at all, so I feel like they're intentionally avoiding remaking him to keep him, like, exclusive to the people who bought him back in 2011, which I did, so I'm cool with that, but I like kids nowadays being able to get iconic characters like that, so luckily Samukai's not like a huge deal, he's only in the pilots, but I think they should make a legacy version. I think that'd be nice thing to have. You should do another meme review. I agree. Alright, are we critiquing stop motion YouTubers in the chat? But they did Pythor. They did do Pythor, but they haven't done. They did Pythor and Kozu and the Overlord. And those are the only main villains they've done. We haven't gotten Samukai. We haven't gotten Chen or Moro yet. I think Chen and Moro are both. I don't know about Chen now actually, because I don't even know what else you can remake from Tournament now. Like, you've pretty much remade all of the major sets. So like, what else is there to do? They could do the Titanium Dragon, I guess, but or the DBX. I think has a decent shot at being remade. You know, any thoughts about the Season 16 suits would look like? Well, we had leaked images of a new ninja suit on LEGO.com. We don't know if those are Season 16 or not, but I think they might be. That would be cool. They remake Armada as well, yeah. So, but I don't know. I feel like Chen and Moro could still happen because Season 4 and 5 sets just started this year, but Samukai has been having. There's been Season 1 sets, or pilot sets, being made since 2019, and they haven't remade him, and they didn't remake him with Day of the Departed, so I feel like they had multiple chances to make him, and they're like, intentionally leaving him out. I also feel like Chen might not be happening, because I feel like we've gotten a lot of Season 4, but who knows. I want a Legacy Moro with an actual accurate face. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, I would love a Legacy Moro. I think Chen is unlikely because of his head mold. More is likely because he just uses a basic hairpiece. Yes, but Chen's hair mold isn't actually that old. They used it back in 2016 for Day of the Departed, and I feel like if they could bring back Spitta's head mold from 2012, they can bring back Chen's. But I don't know how likely Chen actually is, unfortunately. I feel like if he was going to come in sets, he should have come in sets this year. Did you see all the sig figs I made in the Discord? No, I did not. I will have to check that out later. Still waiting for Samukai to return, since how does the skeleton die? He explodes from holding all 4 of the golden weapons. Did you even watch the episodes? Come on. Most one new legacy set. Great Devourer. Also, Cole's golden weapon vehicle, please. Oh my god. It's been 3 years since. Yeah, it's our third year of legacy sets, and we still haven't gotten that one, even though all the other ones were in the first wave. It's silly that I have 2 of all the other ones, but only 1 of that one. Do you think they'll keep making suits for Nia? I don't think Nia's gone from the show permanently. I think she'll be back, and then they'll make suits for her. And there may be non-canon suits in the sets, because they may not want to spoil Seabound for kids who have not seen it, and clearly they're not against doing non-canon suits because, I mean, we just got Scuba Kai and Cole, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Season 16 Nia in the fall, even if that suit never appears in the show. Pretty sure Spitz's head mold is new since it's a different part code, but I'm not sure. I believe it's the same. It might be a new part code just because the old one got retired, but I'm pretty sure it's the same exact design, because sometimes they do re-release pieces with the new part code. But, like, if I hold up 2 Spit and Fit minifigures, it's literally the same exact printing, too. Like, they didn't change the printing on him. They changed the printing on Mesmo, but not on Spitta. Like, it's literally the same exact piece as 2012, which is really strange. Cole's Gun Weapon Vehicle with a Legacy Scales, please. Yes, I would love that. I have 2 original scales. Anybody want one? First person in the chat to say they want my legacy scale, my original scales gets it. That's not true. I'm not actually going to do that. Guys, remember, Nia will be back. She appeared in the future version of the J-Hand Season 5. Yeah, but that was Nia's original design. The Time Twins might have messed up the timeline, and maybe now she won't come back. You ever think about that? Among Us. Thank you, Bad Ox. Do you have all the Serpentine? Yes, except for Legacy Mesmo, who I was supposed to have, but somebody forgot to pack my Ultrasonic Raider in the box, but I've purchased that one. Once I have him, I will have all the Serpentine. Yes, I have all the original Serpentine. That was the first, like, big Ninjago collection I did. Before I was aiming to get all the ninja suits, I aimed to get all the Serpentine, and I did that back, like, 2016 I had them all. Most one Legacy minifigure, Dr. Julien. I have the custom one now, which is very, very good, but that doesn't stop me from wanting an official one. I still very much want a Dr. Julien minifigure. Do you prefer actual vehicles or dragons? Neither. Being completely honest, I wish we got neither. I know that's like what Ninjago is, but I prefer terrain. Like, terrain and villain vehicles I find way more interesting than just more ninja vehicles and more dragons. I have to say, I am, like, tired of dragons, but this year's ones have been so good that, like, I'm happy to have them. Because I was getting very burnt out on dragons, like, late 2019. I'm like, oh my god, I have so many of these. Like, they're good, but they're all so similar. But the new molded heads look so good. I've loved every dragon I've gotten this year, including this one I'm building right now. So, even though I'm burnt out on dragons, they're so good. I love these sets. I just want the old Mesmo figure for having every Mesmo figure 2012 to 2021. Should I make that video? Is that a good video to make? What are the worst and best Ninjago sets out right now? Is the Scott card still out? Because if so, that's the worst one, and then the best one would be the Jungle Dragon. I really hope they start doing Legacy Fang Power and Constrict Eye. I agree. I think that's quite likely. I think they might start to do like one tribe a year. Like this year was, well, 2019 was Venomari. This year is obviously Hypnobrai. And then I think it's quite likely that they did go into Fang Power and Constrict Eye in the next 2 years. Because I think they're going to keep snakes and skeletons on shelves forever. Because, like, not joking, I would not be surprised if we start getting remakes of Legacy sets next year. Like, I would not be shocked if we get Zane, Kai, and Jay golden weapon vehicles again next year, or Samurai X-Mech again next year, because those are iconic vehicles that just got retired, and I feel like LEGO wants to keep those on shelves. So do not be shocked if we get like remakes of those pretty soon. And do you think Star Wars copying Baby Wu with Grogu is their way at getting back Ninjago from copying Luke and Darth Vader? Probably. I feel like the Star Wars team probably watches every episode of Ninjago. But Skybound Possession sets you think LEGO should make for Legacy. Skybound's difficult. Possession's difficult. Both of them are difficult, actually, because Possession didn't have that many vehicles. The Jaywalker one, I think, is likely, but I also just don't think that's a very interesting set to remake. Cole's Blaster Bike could maybe be cool, but we did just get a Cole bike in 2019, so it's not the most necessary. Ronin Rex I would love, but I feel like they wouldn't do that because it's a side character build. Am I the only one that gets annoyed that LEGO uses the yellow-green color for Jay's power? I hate that. I hate the yellow-green color. It's my least favorite LEGO color. Skybound's difficult because it's literally just villain vehicles and dragons. There's no ninja vehicles except for Kai and Nia's that season. I would love to get, like, we have so many dragons. I would love to get a Legacy Misfortune Keep, but they don't do Legacy villain vehicles that often, but that would be cool. We need Zane's helicopter from season 3. I agree. I think that would be very good. I think that's the... Did I talk about this on the podcast, or is this just with Matthew off stream? I think, Or maybe that was literally just earlier in this stream. I think that's the only Season 3 set that still has a chance of happening, because I think Season 3 is pretty much done otherwise. And I think that's the only way we could still get a Legacy 2 Zane. Which season aside from Skybound do you think could use the second half wave like Skybound? Oh, bro, so many. I want that for every season. Like, just think like Master of the Mountain. Could you imagine we got a second wave that came with like different geckos and months because they could actually base it off the show? What else? SOG. Just getting, yeah, SOG would have been cool. Hunted, I feel like could have really used more like the like vehicle that Nia uses in Hunted, like their like little mobile base. I'm surprised that was never a set, 'cause that was featured like way more heavily than like most of the sets in that show. Yeah, pretty much any wave I would be happy to get a second wave. I think that the Skybound Wave 2 mixed with Day of the Departed is one of the best things LEGO's ever done, and I wish they would do it more. Like, Legacy Lighthouse would be cool, agreed, and it should come with Dr. Julien. Mine, was your opinion on the Green Energy Dragon from Day of the Departed / Skybound Wave? Very good. I have that set. It was a very good dragon for the time. Definitely does not hold up as well today. There's definitely better dragons that have come out since, but it's still a very good set. Might get Legacy 2 Zane on the Titanium Dragon. I don't know about that. If that set's happening, which I think is also unlikely, I feel like they might just do like a Legacy suit of Titanium Zane instead of Legacy 2. Though I guess they could do Legacy 2 Zane in Titanium, right? Because the yellow head's retired now. Nia has like 2 mechs and dragon, that's it. Not including movie. Yep, they never give Nia sets for some reason. Alright guys, it's Dragon Wing time. Let's go. Alright. Cloth wings are pretty cool. I have this on backwards. Nice. Haven't we only gotten 2 Legacy sets of Season 5? Yes. Only 1 if you don't count the 4+1. So yeah, Season 5 Legacy is almost definitely coming more next year. We're probably going to get ninja suits for the rest of the ninja because we've only got 1 for Zane. Henry, that's a really good idea. The Zane's dragon was very much missing from Hunted, and the Nia's tank for sure. Mr. M Pen, please don't mention Ultrasonic Raider. I'm literally gonna cry. Like, come on, man. It's not cool. Not cool. But I'm going to do this thing where they get every storyline a whole year instead of just half a year. I wish they did that with a Ninjago. I mean, they used to. Up until 2015, they did 1 a year. 2015 was the first year they did 2, and now they've done 2 ever since. I don't know. There's positives and negatives to that. I do like getting new stuff, because, like, look at Rebooted Wave 2. I feel like those sets are, like, really mediocre, while, like, Seabound and Island are a lot more exciting than Rebooted and Rebooted 2. Like... But I think 2016 did it perfectly, where they made some sets based off the first wave, but also some sets based off the new wave. Okay, I'm finished. I built a set on stream, guys. I got through with the 4+ set. What's the second one then? Because I don't remember Zane's Titanium mech. We did it, and by we I mean I did it. That's a dragon, boys. Look at her. This is actually a really good dragon. Is there nowhere for the ninja to sit? That's a little weird. You can hold on to handlebars, but there's no actual seat. It's a bit strange, but let's go. This is Pog. She looks really good. She's quite large. Quite a large dragon. I love the colors. So many cool pieces of texturing with like the fins and I love the wings. The way the wings like actually attach to the body is a little weird, but the aesthetic look of them is really nice. The head looks awesome too. Very feminine. Nia dragon. Oh, Colon Ghost. I wasn't really counting that. I guess, yeah, that's another possession set. Yeah, this set is pretty cool. I like this one. You like the set Mojo Dojo with Golden Dareth, please. I guess, yeah, you don't really need to see on this dragon because technically nobody rides it in the show, but I don't know. Dragons always come with seats. It's weird to see one that doesn't, but I actually appreciate that. That's a nice observation because that makes the set actually a lot cooler. Yeah, the headpiece on this is awesome. I love that chin. Very, very cool chin piece. All right, so chat. What set do I build next? I have the Hydro Bounty. I have the the Wojira Temple set. I have the Ninja Subspeeder. I have Lloyd's Hydromech. I have the Fire Dragon, and then I also have 2 Minecraft sets. If you guys would rather see one of those, my pick personally is the Temple. I want to build Wojira and I want to get Bentho, but I'm gonna let you guys pick. So let me know. Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna drink some water while I wait for the delay to pick up. Would you recommend the Skull Sorcerer's Dungeons to me? Because I might be picking it up. Yes, that is an excellent set. One of my favorite sets of the past few years. It's a great terrain build. I love terrain builds, and it is a very, very good one. I highly recommend that one. Hydro Bounty. Why are you guys all saying I don't want to build the Hydro Bounty? I want to build the Wojira Temple. Oh, with the mystery box, I already did. It'll be in a video tomorrow. Man, why do you guys want the bounty? I want to build Wojira. Come on, guys. More people say temple, so I can do the temple. Minecraft, please. riolugaming, that's it. You're banned, buddy. Can I do a poll in the chat? Oh, wait. Create a poll. Okay. Here. This is a better way, alright? Should I build... Yeah. What should I build? Temple... Please. Bounty. Okay. There. Alright, there's a poll now, guys. We'll see what's the more popular, and I'll go with the results, even if I don't like them. Oh, Temple's winning? Temple's winning? With 46 votes, okay. Never mind, a lot more people won the Temple than I thought. Bounty was more popular in the chat, but... I guess the silent, because we do have 89 people watching, but only a portion of that's chatting in the chat. So maybe all the silent people are clicking into the poll and they're like, okay, he wants the temple. Let's give him the temple. I appreciate you guys. Guys, if you're being silent in the chat, let me know. Let me know you've been watching this entire time, but you've been being quiet, you know, just doing your own thing. That's cool. I do that sometimes. I watch a lot of streams and I just don't say anything. I'm not a big talker in the chat. Yeah, okay, so Temple wins. Let's go! Temple moment. Okay, but wait, we're gonna do a second poll, okay? End poll, okay? We're gonna do a second poll, alright? What should I actually build? Alright, and we're gonna have the options Temple, Minecraft. Banthamore comes in the last bag, though? Really? Dang. Now we got the quiet people in the chat. Let's go. Okay, you guys don't want to see the Minecraft sets. Got it. Got it. They might not have an account. That's true. That's true. They may not have an account. But I also know there's probably a lot of silent watchers. Like, you can watch a stream and you might have it on in the background, or you just might not be a big talker. I'm not a big talker when I watch streams. Like, I don't comment on people's posts or anything ever. Like, I try to be better about that, but I'm very much a silent observer, so I empathize with you guys. I shout out to all the silent observers. Hope you're enjoying the stream. If you are, say nothing. I'm not going to make you talk. Alright, yeah, we'll build the temple. Let's go. Alright. Why don't I have video instructions over here? Get out of here. Hi, Brix. I'm a big fan. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy. Alright, we got a Lego set. Oh, this one comes with stingrays. Let's go. What set are you building? Well, I just finished the Water Dragon. Now I'm building the Temple of the Endless Sea. I'm a quiet watcher. Shout out. Playing in my Minecraft world while watching. Very cool. After Seabound, what are your top 5 seasons? In no particular order. Sons of Garmadon, Hunted, Tournament of Elements, and Skybound. Probably in that order, actually, but... Show glutinous when you get him. I love glutinous, for sure, for sure. Mind, do you approve of my Wojira X Overload Dragon ship? No, actually, I ship Wojira X Great Devourer. I think they're probably married. They're a lesbian couple, and I'm very happy for them. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, oops, 2, 1. Okay. The sound is over. Oh, I should end this poll, shouldn't I? Based Skybound lover. Skybound's good, and people who hate it just don't appreciate art. I'm sorry. It's just facts. Favorite minifigures from this wave? Well, I mean, I haven't opened too many of them yet, but right now, for sure, Nia. Nia is wonderful. The energy Nia. Okay, we got a lot of new viewers joining who are asking questions I've already answered on the stream, so I apologize for this repetitive. Favorite Ninjago season is Tournament of Elements, or Seabound, or Sons of Garmadon. I like them all for very different reasons. My top 5 worst seasons? The only seasons I actively have anything against, Rebooted is the worst, and Hands of Time is the second worst. After that, there's like flawed seasons, but I like them all for different reasons. Like, my lower tier seasons are 2, 5, and 11. And that's, to be clear, I like all those seasons. I just feel like they're flawed, and they have issues with them, but they're still good seasons. They're just not as solid as some of the other ones. Personally, I'd say Overload and Great Devour's best seasons, like they go to the mall together and talk crap about the Overload Dragon always after competes with Grief Bringer and Unigami. You mean, Wojira and Great Devourer? I don't know, I just feel like you got Sea Snake, you got Land Snake. I guess they could be besties. I don't know. I like the Serpentine lesbian couple. I think that's a fun idea. All right, let's go. Pyro Hydro Whipper number 3 time. Oh my god, I love these guys. I love these guys so much. Even more base Rebooted and Hands of Time hater. I'm not a I'm only a Rebooted hater. I'm a Hands of Time is mediocre. I am a Rebooted hater, though. I hate Rebooted. Rebooted's not very good at all. It's got, like, some okay lore at some points, and the finale is good, but that's it. Okay, I thought the... Oh, I'm giving Hydro Whipper the Kai weapon. I thought the island weapons were funny, how they were just machetes on chains, but this is just different weapons on tasers. That's something else, LEGO. What's the non-Ninjago set you idolized as a kid? Fire Temple, but I got that one. Ultra Dragon, but I got that one, so it would probably be Ultrasonic Raider, the original, and Garmadon's Dark Fortress, because those were two I always wanted, but always stared in the Ninjago magazines, but never had enough money to buy. Yeah, scuba suits are kind of awesome. Not gonna, these look a lot better in person than what I've seen in pictures. I like these quite a bit. What do you think of the ending of Seabound? Wonderful and perfect. Did I miss something? Did you, Matthew, not talk about the Final Legacy show with the Time Twins? We did not. I don't think he's watched it, but also Matthew has not seen Hands of Time at all, so I don't feel like he would have too much to say about it. I could talk about it. I thought it was fun, but it didn't actually reveal too much. It was cool to see like different points of time. It was cool to see them recreate the Will film animation, but I don't really have too much to say about it. Scuba Kai's a good figure, for the record. Just want to point that out. Oh my, I love the Hydro Whippers. I love them so much. I have 3 of them now, and they're such good boys. I'm a huge fan when things work thematically, and rebooted thematically is such a mess. True. My favorite part of Rebooted is when they have Cyrus Borg and they turn him into an evil killer robot, and then they do the exact same thing with Wu like 3 episodes later, and neither of them really pay off for anything. They're both kind of pointless, just to create like minifigures. Whenever they said to go on sale, 2 ninjas too little for $100 with Bentho and Wojiro sell me on it. Agreed. I think this set should have come with a 3rd ninja, because especially you only get 1 scuba suit. You get Energenia, which is like not her normal form, so I think another ninja in the set would have been cool. No, actually, I would have loved if this set came with Scuba Nia and Energenia. I think that would have been awesome. Just so you can have both forms of her for the fight with Wojiro, but thoughts on Creative 3-in-1 sets, and any ideas sets grab your interest as everyone with the fossil sets with the ship bottle, both are really interesting to me as a LEGO fan. Creative 3-in-1 is a theme I love to admire from afar. It's not something I personally enjoy, but it reminds me a lot of LEGO sets I grew up with. Because LEGO's definitely shifted in recent years. If you guys on the younger side, you may not know what LEGO used to be like, but back in the day, it was less like intricate models, and it was more a building toy, which I know obviously LEGO's... Oh, camera's falling down. Hold up. I know obviously LEGO is still a building toy, but it was like, there was far less specialized pieces. There was a lot more, like, there was far less parts. LEGO's definitely changed to be more of a model toy than like a construction toy, which I like, but Creator sort of keeps what LEGO originally was, and I love that for it. And also like recreates a lot of the original themes, like pirates and space and whatnot. I haven't bought a Creator set since I was a kid, but I do like a lot of them. I want to get the ninja substitute to recreate Jay almost drowning. Great idea. You should do that. Oh my god. Favorite Ninjago episodes? I like the one in SOG where they're in the rain. That's always what comes to mind. That's a good episode. Pretty much anything from SOG. SOG's got some great episodes. The Snake Jaguar episode's pretty good. Oh wait, I just realized, yeah, someone just pointed out in the chat, Kai, this is yet another wave where Kai is really expensive to get. He only comes in the 2 biggest sets. Now, to be fair, this isn't a non-canon Kai. But yeah, that's actually interesting. This is the 2nd year in a row where in the summer wave, Kai is like really expensive, which is funny because Kai's usually the most common figure, which honestly, I'm all for. Like, I want... Because the thing is, Kai is the most popular ninja because he's also the easiest ninja to get, so a lot of kids will get a set and Kai will be their only one, and then he'll become their favorite, and then they'll go and buy more Kai sets because Kai's their favorite. So I like seeing other ninja get the chance to be in the cheap sets. This year it's Lloyd in the cheap, which is like, okay, that makes sense as well. Like, kids like Lloyd as well, but put Nia in the cheapest set, which I guess they did earlier this year. Nia was in the cheapest set, but yeah. What do you think of Hirumi's death? Super well done. Great end to that character. Wonderful death. Excellent. We need ninjas in space season? No, we do not. I love Ninjago and how it tackles many like different aspects, but I want them to stick to fantasy. They do not need to go into the realm of science fiction. Rebooted was already too much. Prime Empire is about as science fiction-y as I am cool with Ninjago getting. I don't really want them to go to space. And Tommy Andreessen himself has said that ninja don't belong in space, so no thank you. Is it just me, or did the possession wave feel really big? It was really big. And it also had a D2C and a like store exclusive like set that was over $100, which were both revealed after the full wave, so. And it had gimmick sets. Yeah, it was a large wave. It reminds me of Prime Empire. Prime Empire was very big as well. Worst Ninjago villain? Overlord. Boring. Bro, guys, thanks for the consistent, like, 80 viewers. That's really cool. I always get nervous when I come on these streams and I'm by myself, because I know you guys like Matthew, and Matthew is definitely more outgoing than I am. Sometimes I get nervous in front of the camera when it's live instead of being pre-recorded, but, you guys have been sticking around. I've been having a lot of fun. I hope you guys have been too. Yeah, I appreciate having you all here. To be fair, though, I don't think, like, Ninja belong in water either. Fair, however, I feel like water is at least terrestrial. Like, that's on the planet Earth, and it makes sense. Like, why are they gonna go to space? Why did they go to space and rebooted? City of Styx is a great set. I agree, I wish I got it, but 2015 was such an expensive year. Like, holy crap. That was also Guardians of the Galaxy and Age of Ultron. Was it Age of Ultron, or was it Age of Ultron 2016? No, it was Age of Ultron, yeah. No, Guardians was 14, right? Guardians was 2014, and Age of Ultron was 2015. Yeah. And Scooby-Doo was 2015 as well. There were so many expensive, like, not expensive sets, but there were just so many sets I wanted that year, and I wasn't in, like, the place I am now where I can afford to buy a lot of LEGO. So there was a lot of sets I missed out on. It was also our first Ninjago D2C with the Temple of Air Jitsu. Which Ninjago villain do you want to come back? Nauticon. Nauticon is very cool. Did you know that Nickel on Planet Ripple that was here earlier has 43k subs? I did not notice him here, but cool. Did you know Ashen Flash that was here earlier had like 120k subs? I like Ashen Flash is a cool guy. I really like Ashen Flash. I don't like interact with a lot of LEGO YouTubers, but Ashen Flash, I get a good vibe from that guy. I think he's a cool person. Yeah, I like him. Oh, guys. Oh, I put a sticker on backwards. What do I do now? What do I do with this backwards sticker? Guy, okay, chat. Tips on removing a backwards sticker, because it's like fully on this piece now, and whenever I like peel it up with my fingers, then like one of the corners is always messed up. Is there a way to remove this sticker and reattach it without messing up one of the corners? I hate that Nia and Lloyd were exclusive to the Bounty in 2015. Yes, but they also came in the D2C. But yeah, I understand not everybody could get the D2C. I peel mine off. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately. Remove an LEGO for a replacement sheet. I guess. Tweezers, knife. They usually give you one. Okay, well. Rest in peace, guys. Okay. Should do minimal damage to this corner. Okay, get the brick separator back under it. Yep, the corner's a little messed up, but it's what we gotta do. It's what we gotta do. Alright. Yep, the corner's a little messed up, but that's the best I can do. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not the worst sticker peel I've had. it works. It's also on Kai's sub, so it's not like a vehicle I'm going to be using very often, but... Stickers are worse if you put them on wrong. Yeah, I try to be very careful, but I guess I was reading chat or something. Basically, what I'm saying is it's your fault, all of you guys. I blame all of you. My back's starting to hurt. I've been sitting in this chair for a good, like, 2.5 hours. I'm not used to sitting down and just building Lego this long, and also, like, talking to chat and having this bright light in my face. Like, normally I build in different lighting, but I want you guys to be able to see me, and the light box works best to have room to build. So, this is where I am. Henry, what about the Bricks by Mine YouTube channel? You watch that Lego YouTube, right? Guys, did you know Matthew doesn't watch my videos? Mine just ignores and build the sets, that way you can concentrate. Yeah, but it's not that entertaining if I just sit here and build the sets, and I do like talking to chat. It gives me something to do while building, otherwise I'd just be listening to a podcast while I build. That's what I usually do. That's what I'll probably do when I get off stream. I'll probably go eat dinner maybe, because I haven't eaten in a few hours, and then come back to building, but by myself, and listen to a podcast or something. Or book. Been listening to a book lately that Matthew recommended, Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. I only watch Bricks of Mine in hopes that I'll be mentioned. Fair, fair. Dude, I sit and build Lego for 7 hours straight, sometimes with no breaks or food. I mean, I do too, as well, but I'm not in a rush to build these. If I got these in May, I would be rushing to make videos on them and pump and release them as quickly as possible, but I'm not in a rush for these. I will have a review up tomorrow of one of these sets, but I'm not in a super big rush. I have a test tomorrow, but instead of preparing, I'm watching you. I appreciate that, but you should probably prepare for your test. Tests are important. Guys, if I share my Calculus 3 homework with you, will you guys help me out? College is wacky, man. Like, I remember being in high school, or even middle school, and just being like, this is like a breeze. Like, but like, calculus is just something else. Like, I don't struggle with it, but it's just like, man, what was my education? Like, things that, like, we spent years on in elementary and high school was just like, yeah, that's just, like, a small part of this calculus equation. You have to use everything you know. Mine, can you answer my question? What is your question? I don't have my eyes in the chat 100% of the time because I am building my Lego set, so if I don't see it, you can repeat it. Just don't spam it. Can you review the temple tomorrow if you want? No rush. Maybe I might go with the water dragon hook because I don't have a ton of time between today and tomorrow. I don't have tomorrow evening because Emma and I are going out on a date. And by a date, I mean we're going to the mall and I'm going to the Lego store and she's going to be with me. But I don't have tomorrow afternoon, so I might do the water dragon because it's a slightly smaller set to review. But we will see. There will be a video tomorrow of a set. You have homework, Mind? Not at the moment. I'm memeing a little bit, but when the semester is going on, I do. What class do I have this semester? I have linear algebra. That's going to be fun. It's a class above Calculus 3, so I'm excited for that one. I have computer organization for computer science. I have microeconomics. What else do I have going on? I don't remember what my other two classes are. Yeah, I don't remember. It's just other math and CS classes. Oh, I have, I forgot what the name of the CS class is, but it's some, like, advanced computer science class. It seems like a great day. I should take my girlfriend to the LEGO store. Yeah, it's great. We've done it once before. We're going to do it again. We're also going to the mall to shop for other things. We're going on a trip in a few weeks, and we want to get, food and whatnot, and, make sure we have appropriate clothing, because we live in New Jersey, but we're going to be going down to Florida, so we need, cooler clothing. So, we're going down there for that, but also, I'm going to drag her to the LEGO store. You guys want to see the clam? Look, here's the clam. That's actually a really funny build. I love that. I love the whole ocean aesthetic of this wave. This is so much fun. I'm taking digital journalism this year, and part of that is recording a podcast. Should I make a Woo Crew 2 Crew podcast? Yes. Go ahead. Did you know that there's a channel called the TTV channel that reviewed Ninjago since Reviewed came out and still review it? Yep, I know TTV. They're a part of LAN, just like me, so... yeah, they're more, aren't they more Bionicle folk? They do Ninjago stuff, but Bionicle's their main focus, right? Thought you were done with school, man. I mean, I'm done for the summer. I'll be going back in the fall. I have my classes, I'm registered for all my classes. Go back, late August. Do you like The Bad Batch? Never seen it. Because I haven't watched Clone Wars, and I'm not that interested in Clone Wars. I would watch The Bad Batch, but I feel like I need to know Clone Wars, and I don't, so... I have not watched The Bad Batch. If anyone lives in Jersey, take photos of mine on a date. I'm actually not going to be in Jersey for my date. We're going down to Delaware, because no tax, baby. LEGO store with no tax. Whenever I make a big purchase at a LEGO store, I always go down to Delaware, because there is no sales tax, so I can get money off. And that's what we call tax fraud, baby. Bro, I swear to God, I never know how to build a set without having extra pieces left over. This happens, maybe it's because I'm distracted by chat, but it's happened sometimes, but I feel like it's happening every bag now. Holy crap. When's the next time I'm going to post on your Pokemon channel? That's a good question. I edited a video, the first week of summer, early May, and I just never posted it, but I guess I could upload that at some point. Right now, I'm trying to, make as many LEGO videos as I can because, as I said, I'm going on a trip with Emma to Disney in a couple of weeks, and I want to make sure I have content to post while I'm away, so I'm trying to, because the LEGO channel is the moneymaker, so that's my higher priority, but I do want to do more Pokemon videos because they're fun and they're easy, and I enjoy making them, so... It's Wojira time! Let's go! Okay. Bag 2. That's bag 9. Bag 3. That's bag 2. That's bag 2. What do you mean by extra pieces of mine? I mean, I get to the last step in the instructions, and I see pieces left over that are too big to be actual extra parts. So I'm like, okay, I left out a part somewhere. So then I have to flip back through the instructions and go, oh, where was this part used? And yeah. I gotta sleep now. See you, mine. See you later. Thanks for coming by. Never knew you had glasses. Yeah, I do have glasses. They're not a super high prescription. I can still see well without them, but I see better with them. I haven't been wearing them the past year or so because COVID masks, they fog up my glasses, so I just, because my eyesight's not that bad, I just found it easier to not wear the glasses, but now that I'm what was that? Now that I'm vaccinated and whatnot, I want to wear them more because I like being able to see. Alright, Wojira moment. What are your day 1 August 2021 buys? Lego Luigi and the Boba Fett starship. Darth Sidious, what? I'm not gonna approve that comment, so everyone can just wonder what you said, but what? Lego Luigi and Slave One are probably the only ones that I know for sure I'm getting. The big Mandalorian set is tempting, but it's also $160, and I don't know if I want to spend that much money. I guess it depends on how much is in my bank account at that time of the, year. Lego Luigi I want, though, because I'm based in Lego Super Mario Pilled, so, Are you gonna modify your Roger to hold 2 amulets? Possibly. That would be cool, and I can make like a YouTube video that was like, how to modify Roger to hold 2 amulets on his forehead. That actually probably perform really well. People like those types of videos. I want to make more varied content. I don't want to just make reviews. Like, I love making different types of videos. I just don't do it, like, I don't know. What are some Ninjago plot holes that have always bugged you? I don't know, I feel like Ninjago is a very solid show that has never had plot holes ever, so... And I usually don't mind the plot holes that much, like... They bothered me more as a kid, but I've grown to just appreciate each season for what it is, and plot holes or not, they're fine. It's no longer called Slave One. Disney asked them to change the name. I know, I did a whole rant about it on this week's Woo Crew podcast. You guys should go watch it. I put timestamps in the description of that episode, so you guys can actually just skip to that part if you want. I was very happy with Matthew and I's discussion on that. I actually thought we were both very impassioned, and it was a good episode. It was a very good episode. I also love the new layout. Go peep the new podcast layout made by my girlfriend Emma. So good, so well done. Looks very professional. Yeah. I would love to review some older sets like the pilot. I do want to review more older sets like I did the Temple of Light a few weeks ago. The thing is, while I have a lot of older sets, a lot of them are incomplete because I just played with them as a kid and like parts came off and I didn't replace them. So while they look fine on my shelf, I would want to make sure they're complete to review them, so that would be a process. But I definitely want to review more older sets. That's definitely in my arsenal of things to do, and I have done it on occasion, but yeah, I would like to do it more often. Yeah. Did you and Matthew ever have a falling out? There was a situation back in 2019, early 2019, that was like, we vehemently disagreed on something, but we never really had a falling out. I just didn't support him in said thing. But like we were still friends. We've always been friends. The bigger falling out was between him and Jeer, which I was in the middle of. And obviously Jeer came on the podcast. We're all good again now, but he and Jeer had a falling out. And it was during my senior year of high school, so I was like very busy with college applications, so I just like wasn't responding in the group chat a lot, and then suddenly those two weren't friends anymore, and I was just like, oh, okay, sorry. But then Matthew kept like messaging me privately after that, while Jeer just went off to do his own thing, so that's why Matthew and I are closer now than Jeer and I are, but we're all good now. We still have the group chat. We don't talk in it as much as we once did, but we're still cool together. Do you want any of the games revealed at the Nintendo Direct? Probably not. I'm not a gamer. I have a Switch. I'm not a gamer. I play Pokemon. I play Smash. Would you like the 10th anniversary Garmadon minifigure? Yes, that would have been awesome. Fun fact, actually, guys, did you know this year is only the second time Garmadon did not appear in a single set all year? Like, he has not appeared in any set this year, and there was only one other year that happened. He's come in, like, of Ninjago's 10 years, Garmadon has been in sets for 8 of them. Guys, the 10-year anniversary box I'm going to post on my YouTube tomorrow. I'm not going to reveal it here because it's going to be a piece of content for me to make, but it's not that exciting. It's cool. I like what's inside, but it's not super exciting. Fun 3D, but it's like... yeah. Do you have any examples of a perfect Ninjago set? Fire Fang. I got the figure. No, the figures in that aren't bad. I'm not like the figures aren't exceptional, but they're good enough. Fire Fang's a great build. Jungle Dragon's really good. Who else do I love? This Water Dragon I just built, honestly, kind of fire. Legacy Sensei Garmadon. Do you think that's likely? Probably not, honestly. What are your thoughts of the final element? I think it's going to be gaming. Gaming is going to be the final element, and Unagami is going to be the master of gaming. I actually talked to Tommy Andreasen. I have talked to Tommy Andreasen, actually. I have an interview with him on my YouTube channel, but yeah, he confirmed it to me after that. He said, Bricks by Mind, don't tell anyone this, but the final element is gaming. So, don't tell anyone, guys. What was the other year, mine? The other year was 2016. I believe Garmin didn't come in any sets, because that was Skybound, The Day That Departed. But he came in 2011, 2012, he was main villain. 2013, he was main villain. 2014, he was Sensei. 2015, he was Sensei. 16, there was nothing. 17, we had Movie. 18, we had Sons of Garmadon. 19, we had Legacy. 20, we had Legacy. And then 21, we had nothing. But yeah, that's crazy, because I always thought like Garmadon was like gone for so long, but no, really, it was only 1 year, other than this year, that we didn't have any Garmadon in sets, which is kind of wacky to me. They should make a Garfield theme. True. I want to make a LEGO Ideas project one day, because I feel like as a YouTuber, I have a pretty good chance of getting it approved, or not approved, but getting it to 10,000, and I would make a Garfield project if I could make any project, because I feel like that's one of those like weird licenses that I feel like LEGO would make a set from, and I was a very big fan of Garfield as a kid. I think it would be quite funny. Final element is Electro Gold, obviously. True. Favorite Ninjago suit? Not suit line, but specifically suit SOG Kai. That's my favorite minifigure of all time, I think. Such a good minifigure. Dub is in Ninjago Suntan. Have you read Henry's comic? It takes place in Ninjago. Come on. I think the final element is the element of Hotdog. I don't know if everybody knows what that is, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Hotdog is the final element. Evil Green Ninja is a great minifigure. True. I got that from Bricks and Pieces back in the day. I never got the sets he came in, but I'm glad I did. I think a Garfield theme about Army Build Garfield. They should make a Garfield CMF. Give us John, Odie, Garfield, Normal, Arlene. Alright, I'm out of Garfield characters, guys. Oh yeah, Garmadon came in the Legacy Kai Dragon in 2020. I'm pretty sure that was the only set he came in, but it was still a set. Guys ever see the Garfield show? The like 3D animated Garfield show called The Garfield Show? That was like my favorite show as a kid. Like nobody watched that besides me, I feel like, but it was like a weirdly like surreal sci-fi series where they tackled like interdimensional travel and whatnot, and that's like what really got me into like it was like Rick and Morty for kids. Which was really weird because it was the Garfield show, but it was like a lot of the plot points reminded me a lot of just something I would see in Rick and Morty, except a lot more kid-friendly. Do you think I should get a Hydro Bounty? I'm not sure. I haven't built it yet. I like it from the box art, but what do you think of the Ninjago magazines? I think they're very good. They vary in quality depending on the minifigure and the activities included, but as a whole, I think they're excellent, and I wish they were sold in the U.S. And I really hope we get an Island Cole or Nia in one of them soon. Please, 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 please. Have you seen Garfield and Friends? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I was very Garfield pilled as a kid, though. You guys, okay, you guys all watch Garfield show? Good. Best show ever made. Classic Garfield, the animated series, was superior. The Garfield show is way too complex for me. Well, clearly, Henry, you need to have a very high IQ to understand the Garfield show. Only the top 1% of individuals can understand the true meaning of the Garfield show. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it sounds funny, but I'm not even joking. I think Garfield show is what got me into sci-fi stuff. Like, it was so cool. Butcher pins, I mean, LEGO making sets of all the elemental dragons. It'd be cool. I do dragons all the time. Like, it's... LEGO is just a Ninjago is just a rolling cycle of different dragons. I like unique dragons like the Jungle Dragon or the Overlord Dragon or the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon that are like dragons we haven't gotten before. Stuff that's just like Water Dragon, Lightning Dragon. They're not that interesting, but... Well, Water Dragon is, because we've never gotten that before, but like Lightning Dragon or Ice Dragon's not that interesting because we've gotten it before. But yeah, there's a lot of dragons in LEGO. Wait, all the Evil Green Ninja pieces were available on Bricks and Pieces back then? Yup. You guys may not have been around on Bricks and Pieces back in 2015. Not only were that available, every single Ninjago minifigure released up, I think 2016 was the first wave that didn't do that. Every single Ninjago minifigure released up to 2015 was available on Bricks and Pieces at the time. I didn't learn of Bricks and Pieces till 2013. No, 2014 is when I first learned of it. But 2014 and 15, peak. I got every tournament minifigure off Bricks and Pieces. Karloff was on there. Griffin Turner was on there. Chen, Klaus, Titanium Zane. All of the tournament suits. All the possession suits were on there. Misako from the Airjitsu Temple was up. At the time, all of the Airjitsu minifigures were up from like the spinner packs, Possessed Green Ninja, Moro, all the ghosts, all the different Anaconda cultists. I got the Overlord from 2014 off Bricks and Pieces back in the day. It was so good back then. And then in 2016 is when things started to change, where it was just like sometimes some figures are up, but yeah, it was so good. If Hulk got a new set, what would it be? Probably not a vehicle, because I never give Colt vehicles for some reason. I actually knew a Bricks piece back then, but it doesn't ship to my country, sadly. That's unfortunate. Yeah, dude, I wish I knew about Bricks pieces back in 2012, because if you go on Bricks and Pieces nowadays and look back at the old, like, spinner packs, all those figures are up, but out of stock, so that means they were in stock at one point. So if I knew of Bricks and Pieces when I was a kid in 2012, dude, I could have gotten all the NRG figures and multiples of them, and that would have been so good. But, like, I didn't know about that. I'm so upset I didn't know about Bricks and Pieces back then. Yeah, I miss 2015 Bricks and Pieces. That's how I survived that year, because... Like, I don't have that many tournament sets, but I have every single minifigure from that wave. I think I only got I have the Electromech the Electromech, Zane's Dragon, and the DBX, and that's it. Yeah, I think a White Pythor was up even back then. He was expensive because of the tail piece, but you could get White Pythor back in the day off Bricks and Pieces, which is kind of crazy. I'm so sad. I have the OG Overlord, but I lost its torso, and it sells for a lot on eBay. Now I can't sell it. I don't have the armor for the original Overlord. That's the one piece I'm missing for it. Unfortunately, I didn't buy the armor back then because I don't know why, but yeah, that figure is worth a lot for some reason. I also wish I bought more Misakos back then, because that figure goes for a decent amount nowadays. The original Misako minifigure. But man, it was so good. It was such a good time on Bricks and Pieces back then. If I knew about Bricks and Pieces back then, I would have actually had every Ninjago minifigure, because I'm only missing Acidicus, Scalador, and White Pythor. Really, Henry? You have every... Jeez. That's impressive. I have all three of those figures, so... get memed on a little bit, I think. Man, but yeah, if I knew about Bricks and Pieces back in... I would have been the coolest kid at school if I knew about Bricks and Pieces back in 2012. Like, I could have army built, like, original Green Ninjas. Like, that would have been so cool. Yeah, back in 2014, 2015, pretty much every unlicensed minifigure was available in Bricks and Pieces. Licensed minifigures... There is more licensed minifigures in Bricks and Pieces nowadays than there was back then. Like, back then it was nothing at all. But, like... anything unlicensed. Ultra Agents was available. That's how I got Tox and Pale Man back then. Was through Bricks and Pieces. It was so good. How do you afford all the Lego? Well, two things. One, I am a part of the Lego Ambassador Network, so they send me a lot of stuff for free. And number two, I make reviews, and I get money from YouTube, and I reinvest that into Lego a lot of the time. I'm also missing most of the movie minifigures, but I don't count those. Yeah, the movie minifigures is a whole nother ordeal. I would like to get all of them at some point, but I have every kid's Strict Eye Serpentine figure. Very awesome. I'm 13. Can I watch Rick and Morty? I think that's up to your parents, not up to me. It definitely has some more mature jokes. I think I was around... No, I think I was like 14 or 15 when I started watching it. So I think you should figure out if that's appropriate, because it definitely has some more mature jokes, but I know there's probably a lot of kids that age that do, so I would say ask your parents. Guys, stop asking who Candace is. I'm not going to answer that question. Since Chima's canon in Ninjago, does that mean you need every Chima minifigure too? Nope. Nope. I would like the Chima Beaver. I think that'd be pretty funny, but nope. I want every minifigure that came in a Ninjago set, as well as Tox and Pale Man, because they count. Because even though Chima's canon in Ninjago, like, no Chima characters played a significant role in any Ninjago season. Like, at least Tox and Pale Man were characters. The Chima Beaver is, like, I think the one you can argue the most for, because he actually did something, but... I was 13 when I watched the Pickle Rick episode. Oh, okay. Well... Guys, stop asking about Candace. We're not talking about Candace on this stream. Yo, why'd they give Wojira butt cheeks? Bruh. Hold on. She straight up got butt cheeks. Look at that. I was never a Chima fan. Because if you kids nowadays may not know, but Chima was supposed to replace Ninjago. Ninjago was supposed to be canceled in 2013, but fans really wanted Ninjago to come back, so it was brought back with Rebooted. But Chima was supposed to be the replacement. So as such, as a kid, I didn't really like Chima for that reason. Nowadays, I'm indifferent to Chima. Like, if you like it, cool, but I didn't grow up with it, so I really have no connection to it. So I don't feel very strongly about it one way or another. Talking more significant issues than Ninjolion, let me tell you now, ain't no Laval or Craig going to be teaming up with Dub anytime soon. I think they should, Henry. I think season 3 of Ninjolion should just be like Journey into the Chima realm. I feel like hating Chima because it was supposed to replace Ninjago is very petty. Like, that's what I thought when I was a child, but as I've grown up, I'm like, okay, I don't hold any grudge against Chima, but just because I don't hold any grudge against it doesn't mean I actively enjoy it. It's just like, okay. I watched the first episode, I thought it was very childish. Not that Ninjago isn't, but I watched Ninjago when I was a child. I did not watch Chima when I was a child, so watching it at like age 16 instead, I watched the first episode and I was like, what is this? I know people say, oh, it gets better as it goes on, it gets more mature as it goes on. I just don't care enough to watch more of it. Thoughts on the Kilo Big Fig butt cheek molds, very cool. If Ninjago gets canceled now, do you think the same amount of fans will complain and say they want it back? Yeah. And I also think Ninjago won't be canceled now because it's LEGO's biggest moneymaker. I also watched like the first like episode of Nexo Knights as well, and I thought it was fine. The characters felt very generic. Like Ninjago at least introduced some three-dimensional characters. They all had like very like generic traits, but they all had more to them. Like the Nexo Knights characters, at least from the first episode, were just like, he's the big one. He likes food. He's the sassy one. Nobody likes him, but he thinks he's really cool. He's the main character. He's just trying to fit in. She's the girl. She's tough, but she's also a girl. And then what? I don't even remember Aaron. What was his thing? He's the funny one, right? He was Jay. I immediately dropped China the minute I saw the tournament leak on YouTube on New Year's Eve. My exact thought process was, oh, Ninjago's good again? Goodbye, Chima. That's fair. That's very fair. Chima figures also make me a little uncomfy. It was a strange design choice, and I don't love them. I got one Chima set back in the day to make fun of it on my Instagram page. I have the $10 Laval Lion Warrior Beast or whatever. I still have that together. It's down in my... Aaron is not the cool one. Aaron was the funny one. I know Lance was supposed to be the cool one, but he was like the cool but like also like annoying one. Aaron was the skater guy. I fell asleep watching Nexo Knights, and when I woke up, the green one was literally naked, and I never watched it again. That's fair. That's really funny. I said this earlier, I don't watch Bad Batch because I don't know Clone Wars at all, so. Lego Technic, come on guys. There we go. Got any Lego Technic fans in the chat? If so, why? You like cats? Yeah, I got 2 cats. Cats are kind of epic. Okay, that's on backwards. Love the different shades of blue used in this wave. Like, this entire wave is blue, but they're all different shades. Like, Nia's blue is different from Kalmar's blue. Very, very cool. Chima's better than Nexo Knights. I can't. I know I enjoyed the first episode of Nexo Knights more than I enjoyed the first episode of Chima, but I've only watched the first episode of both of them. So I think Matthew liked Nexo Knights, not like we liked Ninjago, but he played the mobile game and he enjoyed that. And I think he watched more of the show than I did. He had a lot of the sets too. I like one single way of Technic because Bionicle used to be a Technic theme. Oh really? I didn't know that. Bro, my dog barking upstairs. How long will you be streaming for? Probably like a minute longer. Because I'm just about finished this bag, and I don't think I want to start another bag on stream because I kind of have a headache for being under this bright light for 3 hours. So I think I'm probably going to wrap it up here. But thank you everybody for coming out to this episode of the Bricks by Mind. I am streaming. Yeah. Any last words we want to say before I end it? This is a long stream, but I had a lot of fun. I might stream again, not tomorrow, but maybe Friday, building some more of these sets, so stay tuned. Yeah, anything else you guys got to say before I go? When Master of the Mountain came out, you said, you don't know if you prefer Master of the Mountain or Prime Empire. What do you think now? I still need to rewatch them. I think probably Master of the Mountain. I like the themes in Prime Empire more, but I think Master of the Mountain's the more solid story. Okay, yep. Bye, everyone. Everyone's just saying bye. See you guys. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate it. Bye bye.